Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? It is the final day of the Winter Crown Slapdown kicking off right now. I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to put a hype trailer together for this, but I did not have time. So I'm gonna try something a little different. I'm just gonna wing it. No trailer, but we shall see. 2 months ago, 28 teams set out for the Winter Crown Slapdown. 16 of them advanced to the knockout stage, where they fought for another month and a chance to be champions. 2 of those teams now remain. Stomp. They lost their first game in week 1 of this tournament. They have since been undefeated and are now 6-1 moving into the finals. Led by HQSU, his buddy the Get Some, and Solana. They have gotten better and better. They have won with strategies, meta play. They don't have a lot of weaknesses. Their late game is really good. They can beat you in so many ways. And that's a big part of why they're here in the finals of the Winter Crown Slapdown. On the other side, we have Blades Angels, who had a shaky start, but they were not at full strength. They have added Carl to their team, and Singularity has replaced Blade the last few weeks, and they might even be better with him. They are undefeated since the... Actually, no, they lost the final week in the knockouts, but since have been undefeated. They are 6-2 going into this. Singularity is kind of similar to HQ. He can raid you to hell and back, which we have seen win games. And Carl has just done amazing things with the Rambai and other civs like that. He loves to get his masses of Mamelukes. And Etwin has just done... He's definitely carried his weight as a C tier. But here we are, Winter Crown Slapdown Finals, best of 5, $435 on the line. Winning team gets 65%. And I'm here with possibly Sean. What is up, Sean?
I was about to ask, did you take any theater classes when you were growing up? The pauses between each line was kind of adorable.
Well, thank you. I did not. I just like to get the people going. With
Yeah,
the
set
hype.
the tone, get the hype ready. Yeah. Loved it.
Especially today. And there's been a lot of predictions. People are getting them in last minute. I'm going to pull it up on screen right now. Predictions are now officially closed. And I will show you all. Okay, actually, I don't even need to show it
this time, but I flipped a coin for it.
Oh, well, it's 50-50. 50%,
Exactly.
10 people predicted, 50% say Blades Angels, 50% show Stomp. I don't even need to pull the graphic up, because that is pretty easy to visualize what 50-50 looks like, and I think this is going to Game 5.
I'd expect so. You're gonna have to refresh me on which team prefers like an open style kind of map, and which one will be going for the off meta kind of stuff, or who is more likely to. Because I think I've played both of these teams, and it's all a blur to me.
Okay, so both these teams are good on open maps, and both these teams are incredibly good on the weird maps with strategy. I know Raiding Party got the better end of Blades Angels on the open maps, but that team was probably one of the best at the Arabia maps in the tournament. But when it came to the strategy and the drafting, Stomp and Blades Angels have just been above and beyond the rest. Good morning, Hestia. Good morning, chat.
I will say we practiced a bit with Blades Angels, and I won't reveal anything because I'm not sure if they displayed any of those strats, but they had some crackpot ideas, and I love them.
Okay, well, I loved what they did on Hillfort recently.
They displayed that one. Okay, cool. They're way ahead of me.
Okay, then yeah, chat knows they were ready for Raiding Party, and they countered their strat, and it was pretty epic. the
Yeah.
Mass Samurai for the win.
Oh, they use samurai. Okay, there's a few other civs
Ja-
that could be utilized there. Is all I'm
Japanese,
saying.
yeah, Japanese Fish Boom, Mass Samurai, and then the Lithuanian went these fast skirms that also worked really well.
Oh, interesting.
Because it countered all the archers. The Goth had no chance against the
Skirms, of course.
yeah, the skirms killed the
Skirms
Goth.
counter Huskarls, yeah.
You know? Yeah. And congratulations to your team yesterday for
Ah,
winning the third
I'm so very
place
proud of
game.
them. I
And
did, however, give them a healthy giving out to for not winning at 3-0. They were I was disgusted.
you know that series was incredible. Game 5 was probably the most one-sided. It was close at the beginning, I guess, but you
Yeah,
guys
and
seemed
shout out to Raiding Party as well. Every time we come across them, they're close sets. It's always a scary one because it can go one way or the other.
seriously, like some of these sets have left me the feeling of just like I know they're already long, but I just want more. Like, man, it's over. It can't end yet. It needs to keep going.
You have the whole summer now to look forward to the next one. You're gonna cook up.
Yeah, oh, I just realized I had my headset turned way down. I hope the audio was balanced for all of that. I think it was. Y'all could hear me, I hope, during the epic intro. Volume is
Theatrical
fine. SDS says more. Yeah, this is it. And I'm glad that match was played yesterday because no one cares about the third place game after the finals. They're like, oh, what are we watching this now? So I'm props to you guys for making it happen so quickly. Draft started. Okay, do I have the wrong? I do have the wrong draft. Okay. Thank you, chat. I put the wrong one in. Noob host. Because there ain't nothing happening
Expecting
here.
better.
So I need to flip. Wait.
Do you want me to send you a screenshot of the drafts or?
I got it. I just need to flip. Wait, what's going on here? Ah, I see what's wrong. There we go. Blades Angels drafted Expanse and Hillfort. So Hillfort is back on the menu, and Stomp going with the Arabia style. Acclivity and Lowland, and the
After seeing those strats, I mean, they'll force the first one out ban, but I guess they got to pick before the bans as well. So no avoiding it.
And the Frozen Cove opener, both these teams have been strong on Cove. Good luck, good luck. Although I don't know which player you are on Stomp. Stomp Jamal, I think, is just a Stomp fan. There's a lot of Stomp fans out there, and there's a lot of Blades Angels fans. Civ Draft is going on, says Etwin. Okay.
Yeah, Jamal makes up 50% of the fan base. It's all his alt accounts.
Okay, I need to flip everything. I need to flip the maps. It is actually Stomp is on the right. So let me do that real quick. Gosh, we have so many.
I'm really disappointed at the amount of bans Coastal Forest has received. I love playing that map.
It seems like everyone hates it, and I wonder if it's because it's a random start.
It might be a bit of it because it's a bit of inconsistency, but I think it's better for like maybe, let's say, weaker teams to take a game off someone because anything can really happen.
Right. Wait, Stomp Jamal, who... Just start to respect me, please. I always forget, dude, my memory, I'm like, I see so many of y'all, and your names are all freaking different than the Discord and your Steam name. Stomp Jamal, are you, I don't think you're Solana. Get some? Overlay glitched on the map bands. Thank you. I will fix that right now. Bam.
The Stomp, sorry, the Blades Angels draft is looking pretty tasty right now, and you can tell already with the Cumans pick. They've taught us something.
Yeah, and the fact that they got Cumans. Now one thing, Stomp knows sort of how to deal with Cumans.
I
Maybe.
I think Humans is a bit overrated in a lot of matchups. I think it's too easily punished, but obviously people can play them better than I can. So let's see.
Well, where do you think we'll see them? It's gonna be Frozen Cove. Well, there's 3 maps: Frozen Cove, Hillfort, or Expanse. Um,
I would hedge my bets on Frozen Cove or Expanse
yeah, I
because I
would
think Hillfort's more of an FC, and it doesn't make as much sense.
honestly like. You played in the spring slapdown. Do you remember what like was unstoppable on Team Acropolis?
Human Boom because it was so far to get to.
It was Kuman with double foot archers. So the two
Double
flanks.
foot archers.
Yep. So the
Oh,
two
cheap
flanks.
forward ranges or something.
Well, because you're not opening scouts, you actually just do standard archer opening with the two, and they just defend at home while the Kuman booms safely. And then you have this
Oh,
big massive crossbows in Castle Age. You have the Kuman flood
a
with
big
all
flood
these
of knights.
knights. So even if there's camels, the archers kill the camels. And that is very hard to stop. And I'm trying to remember who just played
Oh yeah.
Frozen Cove and went double foot archers. Was that you guys or Blades Angels?
It was Blades Angels.
Okay, so they're
They
probably gonna
literally,
do that.
yeah, they add up so much map control with that aggression. Like I don't think we figured out the map as we should have, and we sat pretty behind some walls and expected no pressure, which didn't work obviously.
Yeah,
I like the
Hestia.
double foot archer thing. It gives you so much space and like so much map space at the back as well.
Oh wait, was it Hestia's team? Did you guys do the double foot archers? I don't know if anyone else. Maybe it was them. But if you have Kumans and you do that, the other team just dies. I would be shocked if Stomp could survive against that strategy. If that's what we end up seeing here, Mayans, Vietnamese, Kumans, likely
Yeah,
on
that's a good
the
show.
opener.
I hope we see it. To be honest.
Yeah, and then the Vietnamese have Rattans if it does get a little bit later. Mayans can get into plumes if they want, but that's sort of like 3 mobile civs in the late game. The elephants are up their sleeve.
I think that eagle switch is just too pretty with mains later on. I think you want to just stay off the plumes, to keep your archers, and then switch to eagle later on. It's such a nice transition, especially if someone's forcing pikes.
I guess it depends on what you need. Like,
Yeah.
if there's paladin running around everywhere, probably don't need eagles. But eagles are still really good. Diving TCs, pushing. Now, if you guys want to know who picked who, so development, Fligitor, Archer, Hydor, and Ray AoE all chose Blades Angels. Feneth, myself, Killian, possibly Sean here, and Niaz all chose Stomp.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember already.
So, Stomp and Stomp for the two of us. Dev says, I don't know if you want to use Mayans and Viet on that same map. Yeah, you know what? It is a big investment. I think you could even do Malay and like a lower tier Archer Civ, just because you have the Kumans already to carry it. You don't need to burn all those matches to win game
Did you
1.
just call Malay lower tier? How did that be?
Amazing Archer Civ, but not up there with the Mayans or the Ethiopians
No.
or the
Malay are
Britons.
the archers. How dare you?
Well, draft-wise, they tend to fall. You're not going to see a second, third, fourth pick Malay, most likely.
Meanwhile, in all our sets, they're like the first band because we use them every time.
Right. Killian and Niaz are in Stomp, though. Yeah, and Niaz has done quite well. I know he played Pocket when Stomp lost their one set of the tournament, and since then, HQ on Pocket, it has just been all up. Everything's been better since that point for them. And Niaz just, or Solana on the chart there, He's been doing so well with flank, I think. And HQ. Getsum has the least practice here, most likely, because he has to work a lot. But he's still been playing pretty well. He's been doing enough. And Stomp's teamwork and strategy really helps carry them through. A lot of these games. I have to agree with Dev. Blades Angels has Kumans, Mongols, and Mayans. I mean, just Kumans and Mongols alone is insane. They're missing Britons.
Yeah, humans.
Britons were banned.
I'm struggling to see where the other team is getting their, top tier archer civs. They have it for maybe one map so far with Ethiopian Sars. Argentinians are there too.
I'm wondering, is Stomp going to do an aggressive Saracen, Ethiopians, Hindus? They can break walls with the scouts and the Saracen bonus, possibly game one. That is a lot of your...
I like that for Frozen Cove.
Yeah, so if it is a Kuman boom, you want to get through those tougher walls, I would go with that. But defensive archers are still really good against scout double archer play. Because
even if you want to hug your walls, just
out.
having the army mass prevents any aggression. Yeah, and I think Hindustanis is a nice counter to the Kuman boom.
I think it is, but that's what I'm saying. If it's double foot archers, it's not, because they will shred those camels in Castle Age. They will just eat them alive.
Depends how it plays out, I guess. One stuff I really want to see on that map is Gujaras, actually. I think they do a better job than Hindus, because they have the option of switching into those Shramtra Riders to just harass archers all day long.
Yeah, I am not a fan of the Shramshas in team game. I think their Gujaras are an incredible 1v1 civ. I have not
Normally I'd agree, but in 3v3s, I think it can play out a little differently.
It just seems like Knights are better. Because if the Shramshas fight Knights, they get wrecked. And they're not that good against archers. Like, you get a big enough mass, they're still getting one shot. I'm not a fan. Gurjaras suck versus Hindustanis, says Hestia.
Yeah, I might have a little bit of bias as I play Nomad mostly, and they cause wreck on the maps. So like African Clearing or Nomad, they're
Nomad, especially like Nomad or African Clearing, the Shramshas are very good at raiding. That's what they truly are. They're not an anti-archer unit, even though they're decent against them. They're an anti-raid unit. Now, small groups of archers are obviously terrible against them. But I think that's where they shine, is running around, getting raids in under TCs. They're almost broken when it comes to that.
They're on their last picks, and I see no Celts so far, and I'm a little disappointed.
There's still hope. And yeah, Deb pointed out
I can pray.
There's more meta civs from Stomp for like Arabia style. If you look at Blades Angels, more creativity in a way. They have Burmese. They have Spanish. They even have the Armenians, the Incas. But we know what Burmese do in Carl's hands. And he can do really well with them. You say that,
but I think they're meta on the maps that they're designed, like, there to play on. Like, they could be good in Frozen Cove. They're a good civ for Hill Fort.
Expanse.
There's Expanse, exactly. So
we won't see them
as off meta as it seems.
True. I guess Dev was saying meta Arabia meta. That's what Stomp kind of has more of, where Blades Angels has like meta for the particular maps. Sean, why did you draft Armenians? I don't understand what role this civ does.
I welled out with the drafting a bit. Hyder wanted Armenians because he was going to go full pikes. I don't know if I agreed with it, but I let him off. It was entertaining to say the least. I think the idea was to go like Castle Ace Champions or some shit like that.
I do have a feeling we're going to see these teams' first 3 picks on the opener.
Franks, Mayans, Cubans, Vietnamese.
Ethiopian Saracens,
I can't remember who said it a minute ago, but
just
using Mayans and Vietnamese on the starting map seems a bit much.
I know, but I just have a feeling that's what they're going to do. We'll see. Could be completely wrong. That's what my gut tells me. We shall see. Who do you think the first civs will be for each team on Cove?
I really like what you said with Blades. So I'd like to see Cumans with mains there for a bit of protection, and
And
I think you
Malay.
could throw in any old archer civ there.
True.
Shut up. No, I know where Malay is going to be used already. Unfortunately,
Oh, probably on
it won't be on Frozen
Expanse.
Cove. I'll keep it secret.
Or it could be Hillfort Fishboom. And we know they like the Fishboom. Where's the Japanese? Although
Look,
that
I'm
was
not
for the
allowed to speak
gods.
until we see it.
I think they will be used on Expanse or Hillfort. Because we've seen Fishbooms with them before, and we've seen Sneak Elephants by Blade on Expanse. So I think they got something creative planned.
Yeah,
Knowing
you'll enjoy it. It's
okay.
yeah.
Epic.
But I think you're right with Stomp. I think Hindustani, Saracens, Ethiopians makes the most sense. Then they can flip it with another archer civ, obviously. What you said.
I don't mind the overinvestment in game one if you win. And
Yeah, it sets the tone of the series, and plus you're onto your own home maps then that are still there to play, so you should be expected to win this too.
right, and I think Saracens are incredibly good late game, as are Ethiopians and Hindustanis, which could happen if they need to not die to the Kuman power spike in Castle Age or win in feudal somehow. My guess is Kumans, Koreans, and Mongols, says Dev.
I'm very interested to see how Stomp try to approach dealing with it.
Yeah, I think Mayans could have been a steal if you look at it, since Stomp drafted a lot of Archer Sips early. Ethiopian Saraporch, Dravidians. Yeah, they went a lot of Archers out the gate. They did snag Hindus and Magyars. They even got Dravidians. And then their lower tier is like the Vikings, Bengalis. Although Bengalis, if they get into those elephant archers, pretty insane.
Oh, starting up. Oh, not yet.
I'm just making sure they got Slapdown in name, no spec delay, all that. I just remind teams every time now, because it sucks when they forget or there's delay, then the spy cams don't work. And I tested everything right before you got here. Spy cams should be working. I'm not going to say are working, because they still screw up from time to time.
Out of curiosity, I don't think I've used them before, so do I need to do something there, or will you activate them every time?
So, can you right-click a spy cam right now and see if it allows you to server undeafen? It should. Don't do it, but just see if it has the little box.
Yeah, I see the options, yeah.
Okay, that's all you have to do.
Server deafen, okay.
Server deafen and undeafen, and then we will hear them. You don't need to listen to my stream anymore like in the old days. It comes through my mic to you, and also the stream will hear it.
Sounds good.
So, I love the change. Hestia helped me out with that, and voice meter, because it was kind of wonky before having my co-casters have to listen to the stream to hear it, and then we couldn't talk because it would like echo. So now we can actually talk when the spy cams are on. We don't have to like sit here silent.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, yeah.
No, it's a great change. Fair play to Hestia for helping you out there. Very nice of him.
Yeah, and also Liquipedia is like fully updated if you guys want to check it out. Oh, I forgot to add a command for that. Maybe I can do that while we wait.
I just realized I checked the Liquipedia page, and my fucking Liquipedia page has been deleted in the past like 2 years that I haven't checked.
Wait,
I was very disappointed.
Like your personal one?
Yeah, for just taking part in random ass tournaments over the years, and it seems to be gone.
How do you get a blue name on Liquipedia or a notable name?
You need like a tournament ELO, or you need to participate in multiple like tournaments that are on Liquipedia.
And then eventually you just magically have one someday?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'm gonna put it on the... I'm gonna share the link while we wait for these players to get in the game. I'm sure they're discussing strategy for all the maps right now.
Yeah, I mean, you do need like 10 minutes or something after a draft just to figure out where you're using your civs and all that. So
exactly. I'm gonna pull up the Liquipedia for everyone to see. So we can see the two.
Oh, is that how they rate it, Hestia?
What did he say?
I was never too sure. It's based on notability, so like there's some sort of point system.
A Liquipedia point system?
Internal one, I'm assuming. Well, they might base it off of something like oh, what is it? AOT.net? No, whatever the new version of that is.
It is cool because it's like the perfect way to track any history, winnings, first, second, third, all that good stuff.
There'll be a big
And
fat zero next to
wow,
most of us.
shout out to Hestia. He is on it. He already got your guys match in. We can see on stream. You guys got third place. They got fourth.
Oh, it's Hestia updating it.
Yeah, he's done all of it. Like it's awesome. I
Oh,
tried
cool.
last tournament. I have a low elo when it comes to this stuff. And oh, the price. Wait, maybe it's 411. I'll check the price pool. I thought it was 435, but whatever. Um, we'll get it right before the payouts come. I will check all that today. And here's the journey of the teams to get to this point. So Stomp, where are they?
15th seed. Let's go.
Yeah, they beat the Pathfinders. No, they lost to the Pathfinders 2-1. They beat Nagabostrich. They beat Down for Sickness. Heffalumps on Crack. They beat you guys in round 4. And PMC Beethoven, they beat 2-0. And then we have Blades Angels. What are they, like the 12 seed? 13 seed. They lost to Down for Sickness. They beat, Awesome Sauce. Clan VL was a forfeit win. Standby, they lost. Oh, they actually won their final game, so I screwed that up on the intro. They beat Sane Hell 2-0, and I think they had to win that to make the tournament.
I think it's pretty amusing that none of the, like, let's say top 5 seeds are in the final. It's pretty
True.
out there.
But oh yeah, none of them were even in the final 4. It was yeah. Stomp, Raiding Party, Blades Angels, Heffalumps. Let's go, Angels, says Hydor. So your teammate wants Angels, you want Stomp. Although you did it with a coin flip, so I guess you don't really care. You just want good TV.
I'm just here for the entertainment.
And then the rest of their journey is here, so someone message me, let's see. Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'm assuming Bob or anyone wasn't available to cast as the time zone, is it?
Yeah, Bob is at work. I work evenings, fortunately.
Yeah. Oh god.
All right, do you hear the interference just right now, Hydor? Because there is an F-18 flying overhead. And I have my window open. And that's probably what you hear. Because I hear it too. And it's loud. And now it's fading out. Or is there still annoying?
That's not something I'd be used to at all. I went on holidays last year to, I think it was Greece. You'd see an F-18 or some sorts of that just flying over like every day. I was like, holy shit.
It sounds like a sass.
Do you live near a base or something?
Hold on, he says he sounds like a... Oh, wait. What are you talking about?
That's cool.
Possibly Sean?
Oh, he's talking about me. Fucking...
No, it's not that. It sounds like a Sasquatch.
Can I get a moderator rights for a second? That's something I need to do.
I just get what he meant by that. Well, I can't fix that, guys. I'm sorry, we're stuck with the Sasquatch noise.
My my old username used to be Sassy the Sasquatch from this show. So I don't know if it's related to that or
Okay. So it looks like they sat down to discuss. Now they're ready for the lobby, possibly. But I mean, I like having time too for any of these tournaments. Like, you gotta see, especially a best of 5, you're thinking about what they want to play where, what you want to play where. They might even have a spreadsheet updating stuff on where to use it.
Yeah, I think you need a spread. We had a spreadsheet for each map because we were just lost without it, I'd say.
Yeah, and in doing homework on your teams, you can learn so much about what they like to do and where they like to do it. And Stomp does that. I think Blades Angels does that too. Blades Angels, I'll say though, they're very good at pulling out a new creative strategy that they've been saving that will throw an opponent off. They did it to Raiding Party. They could very well do it
I
to
can
Stomp
attest to
today.
that.
Yeah,
They
like
have a lot of good ideas.
most creative team of the tournament, Blades Angels. Stomp, probably the best at countering teams' drafts, but that could throw a curveball at them when they don't know what they're actually going to do. So how do you
So
counter
you're saying
it?
Stomp is like the more meta team here.
More meta, but like some of these rounds they've actually won because they knew what a team was going to pick where, and their
And they
draft
just purely
countered
countered
it. They're like, oh, they're going these civs on
Ah.
expanse, so we'll go these and they'll just die, and they called it perfectly. I spoke to them after some of these matches, and they have totally won because of drafts alone, some of these series. I mean, even Raiding Party against Blades Angels, you could argue they were almost stronger on paper, but Blades Angels won with strategy and draft and execution of those
Yeah,
strategies to get to the
I
finals.
feel like I feel like drafting is a huge part of it because obviously if you get like the likes of Mongols where you can get a flank just absolutely taking apart another flank, or Ethiopians where you're just getting out micro, I think that's game changing on their Arabia style maps. But even just on Expanse, if you get completely countered on one side, like I remember picking Mayans and going unique unit against War Wagons, you're completely shut down. You have to make an entire attack switch and you're already on the back foot.
Right.
Just simple things like that just can call a game instantly nearly.
Yeah, because there's just not enough time to do tech switches in team games. Like 1v1s,
Yeah,
you can kind of
it's
buy
brutal.
time getting into a new tech.
Yeah.
Team games, you'll just die like trying to get to that. Sometimes you get to it and
You just
it's
get
okay.
you just get doubled, can't take a good fight, and you're constantly just back there getting slapped about.
Yep. In fact, we played each other yesterday.
Did we?
Team game. It was mega random, and we all started with like a walled base, kind of like arena, with the big wood line
Oh,
in the
that
middle.
game! Oh my god, I was telling Ray. I think he was like, "Oh, Rattans are gonna be great here." I saw Burmese on the other pocket. I was like, I could see elephants just running us over. I was just like, he was just convinced you were not going elephants. I think it was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Oh god, yeah. I was like, this is just not gonna work out.
I have an addiction to elephants. They're one of my favorite units.
Oh, I'm
Getting
the same. I was Vietnamese and I was like, oh, my flank, this sucks.
Yeah, and I looked back to see what happened. So he was kind of slinging you because he was so
He was convinced the Rattan idea was
Rattans.
perfection. I was kept telling him, no, this is not a good idea. You need to be in the game here. He was just convinced. It was
Right, and then he tried to get into elephants, but it's too late. He already sent you tons of res. I have elite,
Yeah.
fully upgraded, all the unique techs, just mowing down the
Uh,
bases. It didn't even matter that my flank was like kind of dead or whatever.
Yeah, there was just 3 of my castles getting numbed by fucking elephants. It was
I
great.
told Fenneth, I'm like, we don't need anything but siege ramps. Just get siege ramps and we'll
Yeah.
kill. That's like all he started making.
No, that was well played. I should have shouted that right more.
You know, if it
Even
was
Chimera Scorpions there would have been beautiful because they get the bonus damage against elephants, would have been hilarious.
oh, that's true. And then you just go the elephants. Although a little bit harder
Yep.
to do from flank.
Yeah, you need time. I think Archers was the right play, but we needed either Halb or something.
Yeah. There was panic last minute monks. That was a fun game. I just love booming into elephants. It's very easy to get a big mass, get trade behind it, and just forever send
Especially on a
them.
map like that.
Yeah, there's a ton of gold too. Speaking of elephants taking down buildings, I'm still pissed at the devs for changing the Burmese unique tech. So it used to be like tusk swords, right? Where I think elephants hit harder.
That was the Chimera one.
Oh, is that okay? What was the Burmese? I thought they used to have like more
I thought
infantry
it
and
was
elephant
extra
damage.
HP or something.
I thought that was only Vietnamese.
Oh no, you're right. I can't remember what the Burmese unique tech was for
Now
elephants.
now they have like a pierce and an extra melee or something crazy. I didn't know that's what it was. Yesterday I'm like, wait, that's what they get? That's amazing. Used to give something like
The
+6
Burmese is armor.
attack.
Oh,
Yeah, so they're tankier now. I think they're better than Khmer elephants. They're not faster, but dude, those things were tanky as hell. And they still eat buildings.
hmm.
They're kind of like rams when you have enough of them. They don't care about castles or anything.
Am I watching your point of view here, or am I loading up the
What
thing myself?
what do you prefer?
I'm okay with either. Whichever keeps it less chaotic, I think would be the best one.
I'm down with either. I can share my screen. You could do you have capture
Yeah,
age when you watch the game?
I do, but we can. I think it might be better for me to watch through yours, so I'm not
Okay.
talking over you, pointing out something else, or you know.
I will share my screen, although I guess I don't have capture age open yet. I'll share it once the game is up. In fact, they're in
Yeah.
the lobby. I'm going to get the prediction out right now, everybody, for game 1. I know you would like to see the civs, but we're just going to do it right now. Who will win game 1? Stomp or Blades? Should we call them Singularities Angels now that Blade is kind of MIA?
What was the story there? Did Blade just dip, or what
I
happened?
don't
I
know.
can't
I
remember what they said.
I heard what's his face? HQSU talks to him all the time, and throughout this tournament they have spoken, and then one day he said he's just been like MIA. Just
Oh,
missing.
fair, well, if life stuff comes up, then fair enough.
Yeah, so some kind of life things happened where it's now Singularity, but he's done fine. They had to switch Carl to flank. Cause
Yeah.
oh wait, was it
Has
Carl?
Kimbo actually been played in this tournament yet?
For Stomp?
Yeah.
He did play, I think, round 1 of the knockouts, and they kind of, or whatever team he played against, they barely scraped by in that set. So
Oh.
I think it was okay.
I've come up against Kimbo on the team gaming ladder plenty, but I've never actually spoken to them.
I think he's a very good player, but you can't catch up on experience. Where Solana has played all the Swiss stage with this team and knows how to play the maps better. Like, Elo doesn't make up for experience on especially wonky maps that you haven't seen before. So I think they're just a lot stronger with Solana in as the flank.
Having someone knowledgeable with like set ideas in mind, I think is very important on some of these, especially if you haven't played them before.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you give a lower elo player like a set task, like you're going knights and you're doing this, it's much better because you don't want to leave the decision making up to in game, which is can confuse a lot of players.
Yeah, and I think that's the advantage you'd see with a team like Sato's. He didn't have like the strongest pocket and flank with him, but he always tells them what to get into, what to do. And they were a very strong team.
Very important to have someone on that team like that.
And they were a very strong 14-point team. They were not the favorites, and I'm not surprised they're eliminated, but they still did really well with what they had, and he elevated the whole team.
I didn't realize they didn't max out, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they were 15. They were at least 14, and I was like, man, I think they were 15. It's like, if they would have been a 16-point team, who knows? Maybe they'd be in the final right now.
Yeah. Well, from what it looked like, they all signed up as friends, like just to have a good time.
Yeah, I think so. And they did have a great time. They were a lot of fun to watch. Game is up. Okay, I'm going to get the capture age shared on Discord.
Sweet.
All right. We have Stomp against Blades, Angels. Let's put this in. You probably won't see it, but
I have the stream open as well.
Okay. So, what are the civs? I was completely wrong. It's Gurjara's Japanese Malians. None of what I said for Stomp. What about Blade's Angels? So it's
We
Cumin's
got it near right, and I
Vietnamese
think
Koreans. I think Dev
I
said
think
Koreans.
development was right in saying that Mayans and Vietnamese weren't a great combo together, or
Well,
using too much.
I didn't want to say anything. I love Vietnamese on this map because if it does drag on and get to late game, you have the rattans on the side, but you have the elephants too. And just by themselves, they can push so hard, they don't need any help. And
Hmm.
we played this map a long time ago on some practice games and some for fun games. Vietnamese were one of my favorite archer civs to go. But it's gonna be Kumans, and it's gonna be double archers, it looks like, most likely. Because what else do you really need your flanks to do here but be defensive?
Yeah, double archers and by time, and that is the most open generation of Frozen Cove I've seen so far. At the front there for both teal and blue. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe not
it's
teal.
kind of hard to wall it up. I'm actually worried about Stomp because, yeah, you're thinking camels counter Kuman. But what about all the foot archers? What are
I
you
think
gonna?
that's why they went Gajaras. I think they're taking a leaf out of what I said earlier
But
with the Shramshar Riders.
the Knights wreck the Shramshas. I just don't think it's the answer. I'm a big fan of banning the Kumans. Honestly, I think that is that's the real answer. We'll
I
see.
think I think the one thing Gajaras can do is pick and choose their fights. They are faster, so they don't have to engage in on the Knights. As soon as the foot archers get isolated, I think they just get jumped. Is what
Right.
they're trying to do.
I predicted Stomp to win the final, but if I had to pick who's gonna win game one, I'm going with Blades Angels.
Yeah, the draft looks more favorable for sure.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on Etwin. And notice, I actually like this. They're putting the Kuman in the hands of their weakest player, Etwin. And
Hmm.
it's not the hardest. If you know how to Kuman boom, you know how to Kuman boom. Like I don't think
Yeah, I think it's the right move. You put your good players on the archers; they're just much harder to play,
yep.
and in better hands, they're deadly.
And they will be able to protect him quite well, while also being really strong with the archers. And it is going to be archers for Carl. He's already going to gold. 2 on wood for
There is Malians
singularity.
on flank there.
Oh,
I'm wondering, is it just straight archers, or are they maybe going scouts?
well, this is interesting because we see a mill. Could be single range. But Stomp is up very fast. 19, 19, 20. I mean, not incredibly
Oh,
fast, kind of standard. Is this 20 no loom with HQ? I think it is. Yes. So he went no loom.
I'm interested to see that Vietnamese build because I wonder, is he relying on the ecotech or what's happening there?
It is kind of looking like a CA build. I'm a
Oh,
big fan of double archers. Oh, he's
yeah.
going to stun. No, that
Especially, I
was a
mean,
misclick.
they need to be walling now if he's thinking of CA.
Yeah, the walls are coming up, but they're not going to be up in time. Okay, now he's on gold. So this is like a, I think it's single range archers. But I'm not a fan of that. With the aggression that's going to be
Maybe
coming.
maybe he'll get away with it if he's just playing more defensively. It could still be double
It
range,
could be
but
double range,
there is a bit of
actually.
a distance to walk, so he can just wait and then counter attack.
I think it will be double range. It just won't be right away with the mill.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, again, there is the distance there, so he'll have time.
Barracks is late.
I think that's okay with what he's doing. Again, there's nothing immediate.
Well, Ville's getting a little bit punished here. There's a camel. The Vills can fight the camel quite well.
Yeah, that's not good.
Okay. Rushing the barracks up. What do we have? We have double archers from Solana. We have scouts from HQ. And we have scouts from Atwa or Get Some.
To get some. I was sure the Gajara player would go FC, but yeah, I mean, works. He's on gold already, so it might still be an FC. That might be his upbuilding.
The spear is out. The camel.
They have a
Did
little
the spear
more
actually
control.
hurt it? It looked like it.
Yeah, you got a
swung-
hit off.
I thought that was the T. Okay, maybe it was both. I'm just blind. He hit twice. TC hit him. The spear hit him.
I love the amount of players that are going up with no loom. It is so ballsy.
Yeah. Now check
if
this
I do
out.
that, I just get punished.
Get some is queuing camels.
That's
So he's on gold.
interesting.
Is this because the Kuman? Build up your camels now for the Kuman power spike later.
I think that's the idea, but I still like the idea of going FC then just bringing out the camels.
Dev says Gurjara camels produce so slowly and feudal though. And it is double foot archers. Yes, this is the finals.
Double foot archers.
Right. But I still think that is the meta here. They're on double range. The Kuman is booming. They're safe enough. The walls are going to take a while. If you get to the back side more sneakily than just running right at the front, or maybe just run through like HQ just did, there's going to be
You know what I don't
lines.
mind is the back walls aren't as important because if you're bringing archers around that way anyway, it's more the likely they're just going to get cut off or surrounded.
Yeah, and these archers really aren't for offense, in my opinion. They're just defend at home. You're going to be ahead.
They've realized, as I said earlier, the distance like between, by the time that someone gets over there, they'll probably match number or even that far.
Yeah, I'm worried about this camel play, though, against double foot archers. Let's actually listen to Blades.
That poor villager just running back and forth on that wood line. Just gonna get picked by those scouts.
Solana coming forward. Looks like Singularity wanted to go forward here. I don't like it. Maybe it helps see what's going on. I think you need everything you got
it could just
at
be
home.
for scouting.
Maybe it really is just one archer and one spear.
Yeah.
Which is actually getting a pretty big reaction from the get some.
It also knows like what's happening now, so they reveal some army and he's probably searching for those purple archers coming forward as well.
Yeah, now that we know that they know he's going camels, let's listen to Blades Angels, what they're kind of saying here. It may be silent right now.
Concentration mode. Those scouts are just being so pesky.
Yeah, and he's completely stopped making them to just go up quicker.
Yeah. They're actually gonna get a pick, no way.
Yeah. That's 2 of Etwinsville's down. He is Kuman's. It's not the end of the world, but it's still value. Carl's gonna come help defend. Is he gonna get another one? Not quite.
This is the point where I'd be calling HQ a nerd in chat.
A micro nerd.
Yeah.
Now here's Solana.
Oh,
this is big. This is huge. Whoa. They need big damage if they want a chance here.
They just got in completely unopposed. And the archers... Like, why are the archers over there? You're fully walled. They should be exactly where he's not walled.
Yeah, they should have been walled with just archers behind the walls. Now, fortunately, it's camels and archers against archers, so you can actually do pretty well here, 1v2. Carl's now coming over. The walls are up on the other side. If that's how it is, yeah, you just bring your 2 archers over here now and keep anything out.
Yeah, the Singularity is now a good 5 vills behind any other player, which is rough.
Yeah. He's at 30 vills. That's going to hurt him a bit. Dev says still not enough damage to Kumans, though. Yeah, I'm still worried about it. Singularity will be late. Up. The walls are coming up now. The archers are filling the gap. This is how you play this map. There's 1 weak vill right there if it's spotted. Although, is it worth the camel?
Of course. It's taunting them, if anything.
Yeah, so HQSU is already up. He's getting armor. He's going to be going into, hopefully not camels. I think it's got to be knights from him. Because, Yeah, you're worried about the Kumans, but you already have one player into camels and on his way up to get some. If it's double camel, they are dead. I will say that right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about this fight up this hill.
It's called confidence, Spencer.
Yeah, and it didn't feel that confident. It felt like a force because now they're retreating.
Well, he killed 2 blue archers and then just walked away. That's good value.
Yeah, how's the Kuman doing? The Kuman is a minute 30 away from being up. Is it going to be 3 or 4 stables? We'll look in a sec. I want to follow this fight. Immediate TC from HQ in the back. Bills are already there.
Do you think when Etwin gets up, he adds another TC, or does he just commit full to military?
I would honestly wait a moment. Get your full spam. Once your archer players are up, go forward and kill here. That's what Kumans do best. Dev wants to see him go more TCs.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing threatening on the field from Stomp at the moment, so I think he can get away with adding another TC.
Actually, yeah, and the woodlines are crap on this map until you get a real one. So
So another one back there on the golden wood, beautiful.
Yeah.
Sets you up for later.
I think you're right. But I still feel like the play is Night Flood, kill. And the Knights are coming. The archers are going to move forward now. I think Singularity even go forward here, maybe. Stomp's going to try to keep them at home. I don't think that's going to be an option.
Yeah, they don't have the numbers, and camels against archers, as you said, it just sounds nightmarish. I don't think they have anything on the field that can threaten Blades Angels.
Yeah, Hestia says 4th stable. I think because it's 3, it's going to be a 3rd TC. That's kind of the play with Kumans. It's 4 stables or 3 in TC, oftentimes. I think 4 is a bit.
Is the Malian player going Knights around the back, is what I see? Yeah.
Yep.
Just putting pressure on the other side as well.
And this is why I like the flanks being on the edges, the stronger players, I mean, on the edges. Although, as I say that,
able to multiclass can deal with it.
They're still going to go forward here. I think they're going to go forward.
No, looks like they're coming back.
Do you go all the way home for this?
I think that's a mistake. I think your reinforcements should be enough if they just wall up and get their reinforcements to deal with it.
Yeah, because what could deal with this mass right now? The Knights are all at Carl. He may even pick these reinforcements off if he notices on the way. Which doesn't look like he's looking. Pressure's all at Blades Angels right now.
Oh, those Knights are annoying, actually.
And Stomp
but there is the Cuman spam.
Stomp's very good at pressuring. Expo going back is terrible. I kind of agree. I would have liked Blue to just go forward. He needs a little bit of cav with him. Ballistics only on Carl at the moment. I mean, if they can get a wipe, it'll be massive because then the pressure will go the other way. They're in. I don't know if it's a good play to go in here. We'll see.
They need to keep that army alive.
That army is trapped between a lot of Blades Angels units. I think this can be a big wipe. They may try to break out the front. I don't know. You're kind of trapped here. We're going to see the power of double foot archers.
How well can you micro Solana?
Look, he's going to try to break the front door to get out.
They're going to take so many losses, though.
Yep. This army is in massive trouble. HQ dodging this, or gets him dodging as much as he can, but it's a slaughter. And it's a Kuman Palisade. The archers are wiped. Yep. So actually now them going
There's
home
going to be a
isn't bad
massive
because
counter-attack
they
now.
slaughtered. HQ will try to be annoying with this because he wants to draw these armies.
How do Stomp react to losing their entire army now? Do they
Hey,
need to get a cap? Do they need to just try stall it out? How do they play this? Or
I feel like HQ will throw as much pressure at them as he can in hopes that they overreact and don't go forward.
he just doesn't have the numbers, unfortunately.
Yeah, you got to get to a point where you realize this is a distraction. We go forward because like he's gonna full send right now, knowing the situation of their armies being wiped.
Yeah.
But now I don't hate that they went back and cleared it. I didn't know that the army was gonna get surrounded like that. Stop catching
when
up.
you think about it, the Cumin get the Vil advantage, obviously, with the double TC. So going back and clearing the army, which is probably the most threatening thing to their game plan, it makes a lot more sense now. We think about it logically.
True, they're like ahead and it's a safe play. But
Yeah.
now, what is Stomp gonna do? Catching up on Eco or not? This is a lot of armies coming at them. 28 knights to the 12. And the 20 camels can't really do much here. And yeah, HQSU, this is not a surprise for me, him just going forward to distract. You have to just deal with this with reinforcements. Go forward.
This is deadly.
Let's listen to Blade's Angels.
You can send 3 new knights here, yeah? Make sure you don't take bad fights. He's not fighting back, so it's good for you.
Yeah.
Make sure you get +2 whenever you can. It starts being worth it. Score or not?
No. You
Okay.
take, I'm going up, focusing
Okay.
on that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's cut the chatter.
I think
Honestly, I think Stomp is going to die right now. I will be surprised if they don't.
Look at the military again. Good 40 units more than they have. And Etwin is on 90 Vils. He hasn't added that 3rd TC yet, but I mean, he can add eco and easily just go up and get Cavalier and everything soon.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to deal with this. I could be wrong. Maybe big mangonel shots. But what they have, 24 camels, 20 knights, 46 crossbow, does not beat this army.
From what I can see as well, that's 4 stables gone if they want to get rid of the production buildings.
Now, they're going to come home with everything. Maybe it's possible they get the jump they need.
Just a
They have
lot of archer
defenders
numbers there
advantage.
for those camels to get much damage in.
Yeah. Carl fast imp as usual. This is right where they're actually safe, I think, in Stomp space here, because the camels now are clogged up, dying to archers.
Yeah, and those
Although
knights
the
are a lot
TCs
easy.
are getting some shots. You know what? Stomp actually... The knights are now on the crossbows.
I think they're
Going to slaughter this. I am completely wrong. That was the same thing, actually. It was deja vu. They went in and died at Blade's Angels. Blade's Angels went in and died at Stomp. Best surround, best possible outcome. And imp into 11 archers. I am... Wow.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Stomp is now 100% in the driving
60
seat.
expos on the field for Solana at the moment. How did he get those numbers out?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of either team diving in like they did. I think you just... Like, if they would have just banged on these stables, they would have had more space to micro the archers there. Foot archers are terrible if they're just stuck. Like they were.
Diving in there where they can't, like, micro backwards is insane.
Yep. And the TCs were even shooting them.
HQ's getting a lot of raiding done there.
Oh, he's in on that wood line
oh, nice wall
of Carl. Yeah, he's going to sacrifice a few vills to keep the rest out. But now Stomp. In a good spot. I don't want them to dive in and do the same mistake that both teams have now made and just get wiped.
Stomp have also, like, look at the Vil count. They've completely caught up and even surpassed Blade's Angels.
Yeah, and then it's going to turn into whose civs do you kind of like more here. Vil's getting slaughtered on the front. And Stomp pressuring all over. Look at these walls from HQ. Stone walls, making it a pain to expand.
Yeah,
Gosh, he has played so well this tournament. Blades Angels are in a lot of trouble right now. Carl coming back home. But this army's also in trouble of Solana.
Oh my god, not again. No. Yeah, I don't think you can take as good of a fight as they took over in their own base. That's a lot of knights from Etwin, though.
Yeah, I think you just engage here. You have chemistry, you have bracer. The knights will melt, the archers will die. So once
I'm
again,
very
an army going
Yeah.
forward and just getting deleted. This is the theme of this game.
How does this keep happening?
I don't know. Another swing.
Where did HQ's knights go?
It's going to be a score flip battle again. Not quite, but it's very close.
Okay, so both teams have taken the worst possible fight they could have dreamt of. That's
Seriously.
So Anna losing all those archers still has 40 on the field.
Yeah, Imp's coming in for Get Some. Imp's coming in for HQ. No Imp for Carl or Singularity. What's the res? Well, yeah, their
Or Edwin with
Singularity
120 bills.
could just buy a little bit of food and be up. Gosh, this is a crazy game. The defender's advantage on this map, too, is pretty big. I think Stomp needs to kind of regather themselves. They're ahead. They should feel like they're ahead score-wise. They see it. I mean, it's very
Or
close.
Spencer, hear me out. They go forward and lose yet another army.
Oh, you think Blades Angels is going to now throw this army out? Well, the thing is...
Let's go!
The thing is, Imp isn't quite in. It's coming right now. So there's like a moment this army can do something, but I don't think you dive in with it. The castle's going up.
Expo's still good against Camel. It's not the
Like,
worst, but still,
so-
they're tempting fate by running forward here. It's disgusting.
Yeah, he's going to pick these knights off. HQ really needs to back. Maybe he's not looking. I don't think he is.
No, he's looking there. He's raiding.
He's going to lose all
Etwin
these
in the corner.
knights. He realizes now.
That's a nice castle,
And
though. It stops any.
The other
aggression
thing
at the
I still can't believe is that they dove in with Imp on its way from Carl earlier. Just like relax for a moment.
Yeah. Oh shit! I've no
Oh, the quick wall is not going up in time on this castle. He needs one right here. Singularity. Wow,
Will
that's
that go up anyway? It's too tight in there.
yeah. You know
that'll
what?
go up.
You're right. It's gonna go up. The Vills are
Like,
the
what would be absolutely
Vills are the
cog if
wall.
he quick walls all the knights in there.
It's a human shield wall. What is the eco KD right now for HQ? 27 and 3. I actually thought he had more. Solana has quite a bit even.
I don't think it's the kills that he's done here. He's done an excellent time idling and just picking off vills here and there from each player.
Yeah, now look at this.
I'm still.
They're not diving in, they're just moving, which I kind of like more.
Yeah.
Keep moving, kite these armies, do some damage on the edges. You are behind the base, which is dangerous. So this,
I think you accept you're going to lose that army eventually, but keep dragging Stomp's army to the back of the base. Just
Right.
buy yourself time.
yeah, this army's gonna die very soon. The camels will slaughter the knights. The cavalier will kill the soon-to-be Arbs. They're now Arbs.
Yeah. He's doing a good job of picking off some camels as he backs up. No,
I think you just run these away if you're Etwin. Get the cav out.
Yeah, Etwin, get out of there.
Get out of there. Let him
Wait for
die.
Paladin to come in.
He's dead. He found a decent spot to kind of sit.
Oh, the pathing, no.
Oh my
He
gosh.
lost so
And the
many dice from them
regroup.
reshuffling.
Yep. Now is this trade? Wow, Stomp getting into trade already. And because these walls, it's very hard for the other team to get into trade here. Or at least good
I
trade.
love it. Yeah. There's a lot of gold on the map, though, so they're not in trouble yet. But they do need to start thinking about expanding to the sides.
Yeah, it runs out quite quick. Stomp is ahead on military, ahead on
is 2
Vills.
minutes away as well.
Gurjara Camels, though. I said I didn't like what Stomp went here, but gosh, it has worked so well. Now, both teams have done a bit of throwing with armies.
Yeah.
Solana's forward, and I don't think this can just be wiped this time. If the camels are near, okay, the camels are not near. But
Oh, for
Paladin's
God's
not
sake.
in. Rattans, okay. This is actually huge. I didn't realize he was
His
in the
entire army's
Rattans.
gone.
Yep.
Look, he has 120 vills. He can replace the numbers. So. Still an awful fight. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of gold thrown.
Yep.
Backing into a TC and a castle. That's.
I actually love the deletion there. Even though it gave the archer space, it gave the cab space to run away from these camels here.
Yeah.
Which are trading quite well. Paladin still isn't in. Carl's now here.
He has 8 army with Paladin coming in, honestly.
Oh, big raids from HQ during all this.
It doesn't look like they have the numbers to clean that up or the mobility.
The thing I'm worried for Blades Angels is Farimba light cav raids from HQ. Get some also raiding.
Perfect to just spam out while they're waiting for their trade to kick in. And
Stomp?
back to Farimba Cavalier.
Yeah, and Stomp will just raid teams to death. It's how they win so many games. Look at the Vills plummeting right now. Blades Angels, they're in trouble.
Yeah, been at the receiving end of that one.
And everything I said I like about double foot archers with the Kuman Boom here has proved wrong.
I still like it, but I think just throwing your army like that just takes away the initiative and the advantage it gives. Like, I still think it has potential.
Yeah, because imagine if like both the archer players are imp, or at least one of them, those knights and camels just melt to even just one of the foot archer armies. And don't get cornered where you can't move your archers.
A key point we take away from both teams here. Don't get cornered.
Yeah, and
HQ has played very well this game, though. I'm really liking how he played this.
Yeah, and they're securing the right. HQ continuing to raid. He's now at 116 eco kills all over the place.
Not just securing the right, taking the most ballsy of positions into the heart of their base.
Carl has 37 vills. I don't see them coming back. When a player's that dead, and they have this much military and map.
The vill difference is crazy as well. And they full trade. Look at their trade.
Yeah, why
They're on the ball today.
And yeah, HQ is full send right now. Every single cav he has. He's got 22 carts behind this, 16 queued up, 45 Cavalier on the field. A little bit of lag.
I'm keeping an eye out for Yasama Tower coming in as well. I'd love a few towers going through the middle of the base from Solana.
Gosh, and the forward castles, man, Stomp came to play today. Decisive victory in game 1, it looks like, barring some kind of miracle. I mean, military's somehow even at the moment, but I don't think it'll last. There's no trade. One player has no eco.
Singularity has 80 Rattans on the field.
Yeah, can we hear Stomp?
Yeah.
Il y a des paladins dans l'écho, faites gaffe.
Ouais. Là. Faut que j'aide du ville.
Il y a beaucoup d'archers là.
Qui a besoin de food?
Beaucoup de villes. Moi, je veux bien.
Ok.
Faites le
Attends.
boosting
Je
bien
fais là,
avant.
je suis en train de la faire.
Okay, we can cut the chatter.
T'arrives à cleaner pas là.
I heard something about the Paladin, and that's probably why HQ's getting into Farimba Heavy Camel.
Yeah.
What is this
Like,
lag?
they should be... I was about to say they were in such a comfortable position there, and they're still taking it so seriously. Like, no screwing around. They're here to play.
Right, no throwing this game. This is the finals. Game 1 so important. And the Kumans died. I didn't expect it. I like to be surprised though. I thought Blades Angels just civs alone had this, and clearly now maybe the throwing the armies played into that, but both teams kind of did it. At one
Second
point.
guessing that Gajera opinion now, aren't you? Huh?
Yeah.
I think camel civs have much a bigger role to play on 3v3s than they would on 4v4s, let's say.
Well, it was also kind of cool because they went knights, camels, archers. Like
Yeah,
a
nice
hybrid
blend.
combo, which worked quite well because the camels killed the knights kill the
Yeah,
archers, and then your own archers are just like that extra DPS to shoot whatever you want. Throwing armies and not being
yeah.
walled
I'm
and feudal, that's what killed angels. I agree. Um, when you have this Kuman, all you gotta do is sit on your butt with archers and wall.
Yeah. And when they threw that initial army from Blade's Angels when they were forward, that's their window. Like the Cumin boom, that's where it can fall back. You're sacrificing the ecos of your two flanks so you can get in that position. And if that fails, I think it's a hard to replicate the numbers you got out originally.
Right. And how about get some making those camels in feudal age. So when the Kuman flood came, he already had quite a bit of camels made in feudal age. I forget how many it was, but it was around 8, maybe even 10, and he made them the whole way up too.
I'll be honest, I can't pretend to understand it. I think getting castle is just a little bit better. I like him adding scouts, but the
I
camels in village, I'm not sure how worth it is. Cost effective.
Yeah, I guess someone would have to like test it, making scouts and going to castle and then making camels, or making camels and then going up. Do you have more
Yeah,
camels?
I mean, I can't criticize it though. They got the job done, right?
Yeah, exactly. It worked. So like, it's very interesting. And
It was a good game though. Like, very back and forth for a while.
Yeah, HQSU I think was massive this game, because even when they got wiped, he continued to raid and pressure and not let them be comfortable. So when they went forward,
and look, you can see just the lack of expansion at the back of their base from blue and green, like for ages.
Yeah, and this was a big part of it. These walls don't stop you from walking over there. But with the outpost, HQ loves to raid. He'll see any vills, he'll kill them. I thought there was some
he
vills
knows
over here
exactly
at one
what's
point.
going on at all times.
Wasn't there vill? Yeah, I think vills were mining this. So the whole camp was destroyed. And the vills. Stomp, Forza, and you are the fan, Spencer, don't forget. Yeah,
which team did I vote for now? Stomp?
We both voted for Stomp.
Nice. We're looking good so far.
Yeah, now I just want a great series regardless of who wins, and so far that was a sick game 1.
Yeah, I mean, again, it looked like Blade's Angels were going to run away with it with that initial counter attack, and them losing that entire army was such a surprise to me.
Yeah, I was like, I think they're going to win here. And then they got clogged up, and foot archers go from amazing to almost garbage. If they can't shoot, move, and have space, it makes me wonder how that fight would have went if they had space. Yeah. Maybe they still lose the fight, but I don't think they lose it that badly. There was TC shooting them, knights banging on them without them backing up and hitting, backing up and hitting. And when you have space, you can shoot the camels more. That just turned into like the archers probably weren't really microing much. They're just like firing while standing still. The whole
One thing they could have done is just go around the back of their base. Like, I don't know why they're attacking the front. Like, past a certain points, you've taken the goal there. You need to expand at the back. The way to stifle your opponent is just get some presence back there and delay things.
Yeah, they kind of did like the next attack, and the army eventually died, but it seemed like that was more of a desperation move. Yeah. All right, MVP pool: HQSU, Solana, or the Get Some. I think they all had big roles in that win.
Ooh, what's your opinion? Who would you think played the best there?
Well, I was a fan of the camels in feudal actually. For the Kuman, I was a big fan of HQ getting those outposts forward, and his raids and just hitting them everywhere, pressuring. And I also loved Solana's forward expansion in the east.
I was about to say, even prior to that expansion, the numbers that Solana got out were crazy.
Right. Even Singularity on the other team, I was surprised how many Ratans he had at the end. That was pretty crazy. And it's
That was nuts.
especially with the damage he took early. But if I had to pick an MVP, it would be HQ on that one.
Yeah,
And it
I agree.
looks like the fans agree. So he's going to get MVP game 1. Congrats to HQSU. I think more importantly, though, than winning MVP or the season, they want to win this final. Both teams, obviously. That is the true bragging rights. I think HQSU is actually going to win the season thing anyways because he's miles ahead of everyone.
Probably, yeah. He's
So
been playing like a beast, to be fair.
Yeah, the last 2 tournaments he played so well. And that's why he's going to be the MVP most likely at the end of the Sol.
Yeah, I think next tournament we make him play with a hand behind his back or something as well. That's the true treatment of an MVP. We handicap them next time.
Right. So let's go to the other screen and see. Scoreboard will update soon. There it is. I want to update the civs.
Ooh, what map do you think will be next?
Here, let me cancel the civs real quick. So the Malians. Who was HQ? Oh yeah, he was the Malians. The Gurjaras.
And the Japanese, was it? Yeah. See, now this is what I love as well. These wouldn't have been considered, you know, your top tier picks. Well, maybe Cumans and sorry, no, for Japanese Gujaras, and they're all like later picks. Use their best civs, and they managed to get a win here.
Yeah, something I actually would have liked. I mean, this is hindsight, because it still worked on what Stomp did, but Blades Angels, knowing that they have these camel civs, they could have saved Cumans for... They had 3 maps they work on. They could have saved them. But I still feel like it was a good matchup either way for the Cumans there. Stomp just played really well.
I think given the maps, I think this I mean predominantly in the tournament, this is the map where you use your camel civs.
Yeah, and they've been so good on Cove. We can look at the stats for it. Let me see if the game's up. If we have time, I will say, yeah, let me get the win rates of these 2 civs. Especially the Hindustanis. Gurjara's not as much. So I will pull it up.
I think we're going to see Blades Angels comfort zone now. I think we might see a hill fort game. There's no way they're picking any open map after that one.
Right. Hindustanis, the stats aren't fully upgraded for the tournament, but they mostly are. They are 4-1 on Frozen Cove, 80% win rate. Where's the Gujaras? Gujaras, I think it's lower. Oh no, yeah. Gujaras have been worse, and they still have the Hindustanis. Oops.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I think Gujaras are a bit underutilized at times.
Yeah, the map, you were saying, what will we see next? So Cove went to Stomp. I agree. I think Hillfort, you need a win. Blades Angels are so good there. Stomp might even have something up their sleeve. I've said the creativity of Blades Angels has been huge. I wouldn't count Stomp out of that conversation. It looks like the game is up.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they come up with, but
Wait a
I
second.
think I already know what's going to happen here.
They chose Lowland.
Blades Angels chose Lowland.
Do I have the map draft right? Let me look again.
Yeah, no.
Stomp drafted Lowland. So they're going
So
with the
they
opponent's home map, unless this is a screw up and it's going to be like an admin re. No,
maybe not. Maybe they just wanted to get these maps out of the way.
This is happening.
Oh,
so
you know what it might be?
What's that?
I think it might be for the likes of Hillfort and Expanse. They want to know what their opponents are going to play.
Oh.
So they could be wanting to get these maps out of the way, see what their opponents pick, and tailor what they're doing to these picks.
And look at the civs they went with here. And look at the positions they went with. They put the weaker player
to win it.
They put the weaker player, just like Big Bang, who did quite well, on the pocket. They don't want Etwin to die. Where they put Singularity with the Mayans and Carl with the Mongols. So very strong flanks here for Blades Angels. Meanwhile, we have Solana with the Ethiopians. And the Getsum with
see
the
a Saracen's
Portuguese.
pocket.
You know, Stomp is the only team that's done this tournament. And
They've done this previously?
Yes, they have done it on Acclivity. They've done it a few times. This is, I think, the third time they've done it. And I'm a big fan of it.
To just get their good flank civs out here and just play off the bonus that the Saracens give them. They're trying to all in it.
I think so, but the problem is the flanks are actually better for Blades Angels on both sides. Well, not necessarily Carl against Solana.
Yeah.
But Getsum should absolutely lose to Singularity here. I would be surprised if he does well. Is he gonna?
Yeah.
I think he wants to mess with the villager. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh god, no. Yeah, no, this is how you lame. Don't try to take the board. Just keep.
Yeah, I don't think blocking the board is anything there. He took a little. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and that would have been crazy if she actually died. Saracen pocket so that you have 2 strong archer civs. They get +3 versus buildings and good camels. Sick. It could work. I just love what Blades Angels did to put their strong players on the flanks.
Yeah. Yeah, the extra HP camels, it could work. And again, back to what I said earlier, camel civs and 3/3s are a little more doable than being 4/4, so I don't mind it at all.
Yep. Etwin, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Pathing issues, maybe?
I do think HQ opens up Knights in Castle Age, though. I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Singularity is really messing with the Getsum.
Well, he has a time window to do it. Once he hits feudal, that eagle is useless. So fair enough.
But what about his own deer? Did he already? He didn't push any.
He doesn't need them. His teammate will come along and push him for him. It's fine.
Has he idled? 1 second for him and to get some.
Yeah, fine.
It just seems like he wants to kill him. He's like, I'm here to kill you, bro. I'm better than you. I'm gonna mess with you this entire game.
You know what he might do? He might just bring the eagle back in when it comes closer to feudal and start pushing them.
I think he's still gonna get this deer in.
Looks like it. Stop fans of Cuisine.
I'm not a big fan of Okay, he's idling the TC. He gets a pig, maybe temporarily. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of this. I don't think it's getting the value you'd want.
I think it's hilarious. It gives us something to watch.
Yeah, that's true. Something in Dark Age. But I'm saying as like, if I was Teal, I'd feel happier pushing deer. I think if a Vil went forward, maybe to make the lane more annoying.
Hydra, that's just a hideout thing. I don't.
Are Stomp fans of Trezini, the Saracen Pocket? Is that a Trezini thing?
They do this thing on hideout all the time. They go Saracen's Pocket full in scouts and archers and just ruin people.
I don't hate that on that map because you want to break in and kill. But
yeah,
it is kind of cool here even.
Yeah.
HQ will probably take stone in feudal to get up quicker with the market.
Will he?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually excited to see how he plays this. I might give it a go sometime myself.
Is he gonna push a deer in? I think he will. He's got 1 minute 10 seconds to be up.
Yeah. See, back to what I said. He knows the scouts are up to feudal now. This eagle has nothing to do but push in deer. It doesn't offer that much.
RC says, and throughout all this, Singularity has 20 seconds idle TC time and gets him as 16. Congratulations, Mr. Good Player. You somehow put yourself further behind, being cute and over microing the scout to annoy your opponent. Slightly behind. Yeah. That's what I said. I think it hurt him more than it hurt to get some who got
for sure.
all his deer in.
He's winning the mental game. It's fine.
Right. it does set a tone. And now the ranges are back ranges. Maybe that's to sort of protect his gold.
Yeah, I'd assume so. I mean, he just has. I think you prioritize walling that right inside your base, and then keep your army on the left.
Now there's 2 scouts, Etwin and Carl, at Solana. Get some. Looks like he's gonna be coming this way. I'll have to keep an eye on Etwin's scout numbers here, being the weaker player.
I mean, he's helped with the Lithuanian bonus as well, with the extra food starting off. So
Carl's
shouldn't
scout
be too bad.
could take hits. It just sort of got ignored.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Ping from Etwin. Okay, I see what he was kind of doing here with the ranges. It's like a wall on this side and now the palisade over here.
Yeah.
You know, scout numbers are good for Etwin. 5 to 4. What's the archer numbers? 6 for Carl, 6 for Solana. It's pretty close all around.
I'm waiting to see who goes forward first, and it looks like it might be Carol. Yeah.
Back ranges to easier access to the middle. That's where the low-hanging fruit is. I don't know, like, that doesn't change a whole lot when it comes to the middle.
Oh, look where the Get Some's archers are going. Is he going after the pocket there? Just cause him a little bit of grief.
He loves to sacrifice himself where he'll even end up being behind and do damage to the pocket and put his pocket even more ahead. Ooh. But
it's a great fight for Blades.
Yes. I don't know what happened there, but the scouts definitely getting hurt.
Oh.
Look at all the archers, though. I think he actually cleared some archers that we missed. Because look at the number difference right now. But the scout difference, definitely in favor of Blades. Bloodline's already in for HQ.
Yeah, and I think Edwin was a bit slow to take the fights there, and his Carl wasn't exactly with him, so that turned out poorly with him.
The fact that he already has Bloodlines and armor, man, this is kind of brutal. Those scouts do not really get hurt by archers at the moment. And your pocket's gonna
check
get
if the Saracen
hit.
player has a market already.
That's how he did it.
Yeah.
So Saracen market on stone, super quick bloodlines. The fight actually ended very close for them, but this is sort of a problem. I don't know.
There's no scouts on the field now, so he needs to bring 2 back just to deal with this. He'll be delayed. That's great. I love it.
Is he gonna lose the bill? Is he looking at this damage? Okay, he sees it. Now, will it pay off though? Because Getsum could get really punished right now.
What frustrates me now is Getsum actually had the time to fully wall here, and he's so close to doing it, and he's just gonna let these teal archers run into his base.
Yeah. So we've seen this really pay off. I think this time it's not going to. He's gonna not really micro the archers out as he's looking at this stuff. Tower goes up, woodline's exposed. What's the archer numbers? 10 to 9. It's actually
Getsum made him run out. He made him run around the entire way though, and he looks like they're pretty equal on numbers now.
He's off his wood.
Yeah.
Close game, but I think Blades Angels right now in a good spot. Flank-wise, which we knew. And the pocket advantage will be in favor of Stomp. Just HQ being a better pocket. Yeah, Dev's pointing out green doesn't have armor or bloodlines. And he's not walled. HQ kind of wants to hit him. I don't know if he'll dive or not. We'll see.
Is he thinking about a quicker Castler's time? Is he nearly up?
Yeah, so Singularity, it is Defender's advantage, and there's no way out here. As the numbers grow, I think Getsum needs to actually jump this. Yeah, he's got way more. But he's kind of dancing around.
Yeah. His movement is great here.
Yeah. Making it work with less archers.
Takes off 2, hasn't taken a loss yet.
Wow, this is worth it, I think. Your
Yeah, for
castle
sure.
age is gonna be quicker. You probably have another mass of archers just chilling at home.
He's Mayans. He did those things are cheap as chips. He's gonna have the army ready for when he loses this one.
Now Solana, we haven't been totally watching this side. Getting tracked by Carl. He needs to not lose this himself.
Yeah.
And Singularity. Dude, he's gonna get
Still
out.
running
He's
around
gonna
causing
escape.
chaos.
He's gonna
I
escape. He
love
just
it.
got out. Unless some houses or something go up right now. There's no way to wall this out. He literally just, gosh, and he's gonna
Does
kill
the
more
Singularity wants
vills.
to get out though? He could just run around and kill more.
Right? Maybe he doesn't. Just playing ring around the rosy.
Parents are here to help out though.
Just the army movement alone. Here's the gate. Not gonna be up in time. Bill's gonna
Nice,
die
he's
instead. It's gonna get clean now. HQ is here.
Yeah. The thing is though, if HQ isn't there, he loses like 3 to 4 more villas. He got saved by those scouts.
Yeah, and
Great
it's
damage.
it's a big Vil difference right now. 6 Vils. I said it. The ego at the beginning, it was kind of more the mental thing. Like, I'm here, I'm better than you, and I want to kill you. And that's what he kind of did.
Yeah, it's the mental game. He's absolutely has him worried now.
Yeah. So maybe it wasn't like the most value on the deer and stuff, but getting in his opponent's head right away, it's paying off. Singularity is
I still
up.
think it's the right thing to do with your eagle. To just be a dick with it.
And look, he's still even on archers.
You know it's falling off in feudal. Yeah.
17, 18, he's going to be up very soon. HQ's also up. Is pocket walled? Pocket's walled. What's the res looking like? Etwin needs to get up himself. He just deleted that. Is he going to patch it? Yes. Now, HQ on the move to Singularity, who is not walled yet. And Solana is also there. If they're sneaky enough, they don't know what the base looks
He
like,
has
though.
crossed space and time to get over to that base, and he's going to hit him right at the right time just before he hits.
Let's hear
castle as well.
blades during this reaction. Where are Singularity's archers? They're inside.
Let me open this up.
Okay. Look at HQ. He's getting
Where
the
is your
Just
scout?
chilling.
info on where to hit. Doesn't see the north wood line.
They probably open my side.
Ooh, they're gonna see it. Oh gosh.
Be aware. The Singularity. I told.
Yes, they're moving here. Maybe I can do some damage.
You have to
Why,
kill them
man?
all.
Why did you not track this? So bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, let's
Not
kill the
tracking my
My
chatter.
whole
kills
wood
up.
line is still
I'm
a
doing
damn
a lot of-
hound.
So big damage being done by both teams right now. The Pocket's taking massive damage to scouts. Singularity lost a wood line. He's got a lot of archers to deal with it. You still wanted to hear the spy
did I
cams?
see green? Did I
What's-
hear green vills over there? See green vills over there? Oh no, it's scouts.
green
taking it.
scouts.
That's great damage.
Yes, it's Pocket for flank, who's lost tons of vills.
Now you know what? This is
8.
worth it because
And the
Mayans,
TC, the
Mayans
bear is in on it.
eco,
Uh-huh.
Mayans eco is insane. He'll catch up after no time. This is
Right. I think that's a better deal for Blades Angels.
for sure. Like that could have been avoided for Blades Angels 100%, but Mayans losing
And
a few vills, whatever. Who cares?
Another big problem is those archers, yes, they got damage on Singularity, but now you're in trouble at home if you're Solana. You threw all those to hurt the opposite flank, which you don't typically see.
He has numbers though, and they're Ethiopian archers.
Yeah, they
Does he have
are.
a university? He does. Ballistics is
Oh,
coming
and
in.
you know what?
He's fine.
This is a big clean. Look,
Yeah.
HQ is here.
Sandwich.
+2's not quite in. The camels will sort of melt. He's going to probably dodge. Okay, I was going to say, here comes the
Harold needs
damage,
to take
but
out as many Ethiopian archers as he can here. But
big
it's
wipe.
hard to make it out. This makes it even better for the fact that Saracens is on camels. Makes it even better now because there's so many archers off the field.
Yeah, and the
of the
Get Some
opposite
is
team.
at the pocket. Alone, though. It's a lot of archers though. Edwin can't wipe it quite yet. It looks like Singularity may help. Oh my gosh, look at this. Is this an accident or is he just trying? There's no way he's trying to bring the bears there. Or he's just knows she's dead. He's like, here, have some bears.
That Bill has no chance.
Singularity. My gift to you. Now the Saracen archers break in like nothing.
Hmm.
They need to jump this together. They're going to.
I think the Get Some just runs around the back there and tries to drag as much army and focus back to the back of the space as possible. By time for your team to
They're trying
recover.
to find him. They don't know where he actually is, I think.
That's great. I hope he goes over to Singularity again.
Oh my goodness.
Go on, get your revenge.
And it's also giving... Oh, there's a hole.
Oh, he's running in the front here. I don't know if he wants to dive this with
Is
camels,
he
though.
going to react to this?
Surely.
Oh man, Stomp is...
But
This
those
whole
bears
game
are
is
still
nuts. And in the middle of this, a big fight at Carl's base.
going. The bears are good.
This HQSU guy is addicted to killing vills. He can't resist.
Yeah.
Now the camels are in to jump here. No ballistics on a Singularity yet.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt during that fight.
No ballistics on to get some either.
They'll clean it, but it could have been way better for them. Or maybe not.
Yeah, it's gonna get cleaned, but I'm also worried about Carl at the moment, who's just in shambles at home. This house will break in
Hard
no
to deal with
time.
Ethiopian archers.
Etwin's gonna have to rotate down there. Stomp just keeping all the pressure at Blades Angels.
I like HQ bringing his weak camels back to go heal.
Oh my
The minute
goodness.
details.
This is brutal.
Oh, that's a lot of bills dead.
He's gonna dive. I think he chases. No, he'll break through. Saracens. Or
I think he should.
shoots the TC.
Nah, he dives there. Screw it. Let's take the quicker option.
Smoke-a-lot says Bladeless Angels. Yeah, there's no blade to be found. And yeah, Stomp has map control. They have no military lead. They have Vill lead. And HQSU has caught back
massive
up on
Vill lead.
Vills. Now, Solana gonna get cleaned here with the first army and probably the second one to follow. But Carl, 37 Vills. Way behind.
Even if this army gets cleaned, they still have more army on the field altogether.
Yep. Saracen Pocket doing work.
I'm surprised here. I would 100% have favored Blade Civs here, but Stompovich has been playing it beautifully.
Yeah, and Solana 8 is TC, and HQ's aware of that. And sending backup. They can't deal with this with the camels. Carl's dead. This game could be over.
Yeah.
More come in. He's full dead.
With one archer player dead, camels just reign supreme over this.
Yep. Like, this is happening, but... Man, I really like the
Singularity is
Saracens.
back.
Solana has done amazing this game, 25 eco KD, but the Saracen bonus also is a big part of that. Ethiopians not only firing faster, but hurting buildings more.
Yeah.
Some great synergy with the two combined. And Blades Angels are going to need a reverse sweep. Looks like, barring a miracle this game.
Yeah. Poor Kyle.
Yeah.
That's him dead.
These are all dead. Is he
Seven.
going to be defeated? Oh no, he will slip some bills out. Oh
Teal
gosh.
imping, that's true.
A castle.
Mains.
Trapping Teal in a little bit.
Nah, he'll get out.
He's got amp, but the pocket's gonna die now. Like, you can't fight this. You have 10 knights to 14 and 5 camels and all these crossbows at your base. Yeah, the Angels did pick the
Angels
opponent's
picked-
home map. I mean, when you lose game 1, you have to win a game on your opponent's home map to win the series at some point. Because just winning your 2 home maps only puts you at 2 wins.
Yeah.
Now they're going to have to win their home maps and steal one of Stomp's home maps. And I don't know, will they put Singularity on flank again, or will they put Etwin on flank? If it comes to that.
On Acclivity, yeah, that's a hard choice to make. But I think on Expanse and Hill Fort, it's a little easier. You're not going to get bullied by an Archer Civ as badly as you will in these kind of situations.
Right. The prize pool is between first and second.
Yeah,
No,
well, we got scammed out of...
out of some money. I just feel like 9 people, it's a lot to divide, and it really cuts.
No, it
into
is for sure, especially in team games.
But it's still like they get bronze. They get the 3rd place thing on their resume. It's still a big deal out of 28 teams, especially. It's the prestige.
Yeah, we'll take the status thing.
Right? And you get a little bronze
That's a
medal
lot of
by
archers.
you. Wow.
Oh, we do? Nice.
You know what? He's shredding the knights that just ran through the gauntlet there. I don't think it matters.
Yeah. He's imp now as well, so upgrades are coming in.
They're just eating these TCs alive. Singularity has a lot of archers. Like, even last game, 77? I see why they put him on flank. Fighting
Yeah,
at
this
home.
the only bad thing as well, the fact that Singularity's up to imp, he needs to be killing someone. Him having to
Damage
clear
control.
up his pocket space even.
Oh
is,
my gosh. I think these need to go back home. A lot of these need to go back home.
Traveling herds.
Go back home. I think Etwin's almost overreacted. With Singularity here, they need to be back on these farms. I don't think it matters because HQ is imp.
Oh no, Solana just found Carol's TC as well. That's not good.
Solano is like playing like a beast. I will say that. He's dealing with the army here. He's dealing with the army at home. He's getting a castle up to negate this damage that HQ wanted to do to him. And with Bracer in, chemistry soon, I don't think you want to dive here if you're HQ. I think you get out. Or you...
Well, they're knights. They're not going to scale too much better anyway. Like, it's fine. Dive for some army, sure. Go for it.
I don't even think Singularity's looking over there.
All 3 members of Stomper seem to be imp, though. I think they call it once 2 of them are up.
Yeah. Considering we couldn't get out of the group stage in previous seasons, I'll take 3rd place. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, 3rd place is great for your team.
Yeah, all we had to do was bench me, and it's a solid team.
Because I'm trying to remember, you guys didn't make the knockouts last tournament, right? Summer Slapdown 2?
I can't remember.
I don't think you did.
I'd like to think we did, even
Maybe.
if we didn't.
Oh, I really don't remember anymore. We just need a Frankie. 80 advantage. They all have imp. Singularity, kind of the only one that can do anything, but +4 in for HQ. Next question. Blades Angels have to split between 5 players, right? It's however they want to do it.
Well,
It could
that's
be.
up to them.
Yep. I think it's like 150-ish bucks. Maybe it's 140 something.
That's a few boxes of pizza between them.
Yeah, and I think first place is around 250 bucks. Where Stomp will probably divide that between their 3 main players. They had a sub play 1 match this whole tournament. Now they're trying to make something happen.
Did a good job in keeping his vills alive during the chaos in his base, at least. He has 100 vills, but still, it's the idle time that probably mattered there.
Yeah, 100 vills that have done almost nothing the last 5, almost 10 minutes now. And then he's just hit again. He can't fight these because they now have Bracer, Chemistry, and their Arbalist.
Saracen Herbalist.
Ooh.
Saracen bonus to Herbalist.
You know, Singularity is trying to push and kill. He's trying to save Etwin. Carl is Is he even in free route? He can't even reboom. Where he went already has been conquered.
What makes it actually a little tricky for HQ is that he doesn't get Cavalier, so cleaning this up isn't going to be as easy, but there's the numbers to do it.
And the skirms will start hitting the arbs.
Yeah. Skirms was the right choice here.
Hydar wants piano cannons from the Get Some.
Yeah, screw it. Actually, they would shred archers. Yeah, it's not a horrible shout.
Yeah. You know, I don't think that castle's going up. Unless a lot of reinforcements are trickling in right now. Yeah, there's no way. But the damage just continues. The TC died again. Wasn't that a TC? Youch. Once again.
Imp Knights. Well, look, they have the upgrades. They're better than camels at soaking up herb shots, I think. We'll leave
Imp
them off.
Knights. I guess, like, what does he need the camels for?
The Memalukes to come out.
What's better against archers? I assume the Imp Knights are better than heavy camel?
Say so. They have extra HP. Maybe it's about even.
Oh, the HP bonus.
I say it's still even about.
And this is kind of the last remnants of Singularity's Force. They're going to call it. Let's get a celebration from Stomp. If we could listen right now, I think it's going to be called any moment.
Yeah.
Les gars,
Il ne passera pas son château. Là, je leur pose des châteaux partout, de toute façon.
Il est trop nul, Karl. Hein. C'est une abomination. Hein.
Dis pas ça. Il a fait de son mieux.
Non.
We can cut the chatter.
nickel.
No celebration until the final game is won.
Yeah,
Cold as ice.
I heard Get Some right there, right the last moment. I don't know what he said. He's kind of the one that has the most energy and hype. But
yeah,
Solana, wow. He had a monster game. The damage he got on Singularity early. He killed Carl.
Yeah.
It was definitely
him punishing Singularity was huge there, and Carl taking. Actually, even the Get Some sneaking a couple of archers into Carl's base, causing him to bring a couple of scouts home, just let the opportunity for Solana to run through Carl as well. This not to be disregarded.
Yeah. Oh, did I not do a prediction for that game? Whoops.
Oh well.
Well, their backs are against the
Viewers.
wall. We've seen a reverse sweep before. At this point, you just need a win. If you are Blades Angels, do not be demoralized. You get a win, and then it's like 1-2. So then it's like, okay, now we just need to tie it.
This is where we see them being the ballsiest they can be and picking acclivity next. They're like, fuck it. Let's go out and style.
Do your strat that you prepared. That's why I agreed with what you said. You probably thought it was going to be Hill Fort. Get your win under your belt. Because if it was 1-1 right now, it doesn't even matter if you lose the next game. Like, now they're in a must-win.
I mean, you get comfortable, you get your win under your belt, and then you worry about their final map.
Right. MVP poll is out. I don't like to influence the polls, but gosh, I really like how Solana played there.
Yeah, Slana running through both flank and pocket was amazing.
A big part.
I still like how HQ played though. It was very
Yes, nothing against what he did, and Get Some, like I said, he'll sacrifice himself to help put his guy ahead. It looked good for a moment when HQ was losing all those vills at his TC, but then when we looked at Carl and he was just dying, it's tough.
And they get some even getting a few archers to Etwin, just causing him problems was perfect as well. It took a lot of attention off of saving Carl.
Right. So game 3, possible final game of the tournament if Blades Angels don't find a way to get a win here.
This is a very strong Stomp team. We've seen turn up today. They are here to win.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you guys, what? It was 1-3 Stomp against your team?
We took a game off of them on our best map, Kawasan.
Yeah.
Which I'd say we could play a lot of good players on that map, to be fair.
And that series felt very close.
Yeah.
But right now, Stomp looking good on the weird maps, looking good on the meta maps, or the Arabia style. Oh wait, I did not mean to. Solana with the MVP, congrats to him. Bronze greater than silver.
Exactly, Hestian. Don't you forget it.
You know what? That semi was insane with raiding party against Blades Angels. A lot of people thought Blades Angels were going to win this whole thing. Stomp, like to say otherwise. They got to close it out. It's not over. Like, Blades Angels gets a win. It's 1-2. Then they got Acclivity. If they, who knows? Get your first win.
Yeah,
tie it up.
As Hyder says there, I feel for Carl here. I'm just being on the receiving end of this.
Yeah, it really depends on their morale. If they're like, okay, guys, we're down, but we're fine. We have our strat in place on Hillfort. I believe Blades Angels will stomp now. I would love to see them get a win because every 3v3 tournament has been a 3-0. I hope it's not a curse. I hope I didn't just jinx it. It's been all 3-0s. This is the third Slapdown 3v3 tournament.
From what I've heard, Blades Angels are chill guys. They'll go to their home map now, I think, and we'll be in for a treat.
I heard Blade is very chill. They don't. Where is Blade though? It's like I said, the Bladeless Angels. But Singularity has been amazing, so it's not like it's the end of the world that they don't have him.
Yeah.
I would take a breather when you're down 2-0. Be like, guys, need a quick break. Take like a 5-minute walk. Do something. Get your head right. Shake it off.
Smoke break. Go play with the dog. Have a drink.
Ethiopians, Saracens, and Portuguese. Where's the Portuguese? There they are. So a lot of the early civs are gone for Blades Angels, making it even worse. They're getting down to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Stomp still has Hindustanis. They have Magyars. They have Dravidians, Chinese, Khmer even that late in the draft. Game 3 predictions win right now.
Do we have a map up?
I'm not oh, that's true. Let me see what map it actually is. So you guys have somewhat of an idea.
Gambling.
Okay. Oh gosh, they're going right to Acclivity. I think they're upset.
You're kidding.
Like, we're beating you
You're kidding me.
on your home map. No matter what.
I love this, but I also hate it at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a bit of tilt. Like, no, we're not playing our home map. We're playing theirs. Or is it confidence? Is it screw it?
I don't know if it's tilt. I think it's just game plan. It's still funny though.
It's very interesting. I get your win. If you have a strat planned, you need a damn win. Then you can start building momentum.
Yeah, like I know they have game plans for Expanse and Hellfort because we've played with them. So I'm surprised. I guess they have to win on an open map eventually, but I agree with you. You need your first win on the board. Get some momentum behind you, but get the mental right.
Like, you need it. You need them to not feel unstoppable right now. I guarantee Stomp is loaded with confidence being up 2-0 and then going to their home map.
I admire the ballsiness of it.
Yeah.
I love the thought of Blade winning this game, though, and Stomp just being like, alright, I guess we pick your home maps left.
I guess it would just be their home map. So there's the one upside. Yeah. They need a win on Stomp's home map no matter what if they're going to win these finals. If they win here, they do have their 2 home maps, and it would be maybe a super epic comeback depending on what they have cooked up.
Yeah, I love that. You either die 0-3 or live long enough to win 3-0.
Yeah, either way, they need 3 wins in a row. The scoreboard hasn't updated. Let me see what's going on with it. Is it just lagging? Stomp. Win. Blades Angels loss. I don't know. It's just not updating. It's broken.
What civs? What civs do they use for Acclivity now? They have Khmer, Vikings, Dravidians, I guess.
Yeah,
Huns.
Dravidians are great on that map, actually.
Yeah, Shini's on Expanse makes sense.
Khmer Pocket, maybe. Dravidian
Yeah, Huns or Khmer
flank.
Pocket.
Bengali
might be it.
flank or Vikings. And then what about Blades Angels? What the heck did they have left? So Tatars are played there a lot. Probably be Tatars.
Tatars, Spanish, and Incas, maybe.
Oh yeah, they have Incas.
Oh, Malay are still hanging about. Oh.
Yeah, but I think Malay is a
Yeah,
special plan they have that I
they're-
hope we see. I hope
progression.
they don't just lose here and we don't get to see it. I mean, that game had some big turning points. Where
It did. It looked like there were some cleanups, and Blade had the opportunity to go forward and do some real damage, but it just never came to be.
yeah, I think the big turning point was Carl had this big mass, went into the base of Solana,
I just lost
HQ
everything.
showed up and just everything slaughtered. Now you're behind a Saracen bonus flank, and he just came and killed him. So
It's honestly similar to the situation in Game 1.
true. So in a way, like Blades Angels has just made some bad plays, and 3v3 can flip so quickly, losing an army.
Yeah. Look, I was meant to be meeting a friend now, and I think I'm just going to ignore the text for a while just to finish this one. I'm interested to see what happens here.
This might be the last game, and if it's not, we got an epic series ahead of us.
Yeah.
Now, who will play what? Actually, I'm looking at it right now. Etwin will be pocket again. I think it's the right play. Because Etwin will die to the get some or Solana really badly. And then what is your pocket?
Well, you think Carol or Singularity will at least turtle or rat bag it out a bit longer.
Yeah, what's your pocket going to do to salvage that game if his flank's just dead and feudal? Now, it is Acclivity, so maybe you could get away with it. It's harder to kill, even if it is a weaker flank.
Yeah.
But they are going with Etwin Pocket once again. The tough thing is, for them, that's not how they've played this tournament. So it's sort of new, and it's in the finals when they're making this change. Now, part of it had to do with how well Raiding Party did against them. Because he was dying hard to Raiding Party on the Arabia style maps. So I think they said, yo, we need to make a change because this is not working. And I think the change works. But like you said, they threw the armies, game 1 and 2. And it probably should have worked better.
I don't think that can be put on Etwin for those armies being cleaned up, because in game 1 your mobility, like, you're not deciding the fights there, it's your archer civs, you gotta stick with them.
Right.
Game 2, it's just unfortunate because he was kept at home and had something to look at, but yeah, I don't think Etwin's a sole cause for any of these losses.
And Stomp punishing these overextensions or out of position armies every single time.
Yeah, I mean, you throw an army like
capitalizing.
that, you're going to get eaten up. That's it. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, I agree. We'll see. Maybe the blade's a little bit dull. I don't know. That's why I said they need a win. Get it sharpened. A win can do that.
Needs a new sword.
Something. One might be rusty. Yeah, it's very hard for them right now. Their top picks are gone. They're playing the enemy's home map. They have to win everything.
It's okay. We see the top 5 picks as the most meta picks. We won't judge them on the meta.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess I found the map out. Did I do the prediction? I think I did. Yes. Predictions.
No. Did you?
Yep. I will say who is with who. So, Stomp, we got 4,300 from Stomp. Jamal, RC put 2,000. Beaverman put 1,200. Lefty Sexton put 1,500 on Blades. Hydor 1,300. Dev 700. The Angryest Pancake put 600. And Champ Mitch had no points but put 0 just for,
Shits and gigs.
yeah. That's what I was going to say. Okay, game is up. It is Acclivity. It is a must win.
I love the idea of picking your opponents on maps twice in a row.
Right.
I
Like,
need to start doing that in future.
maybe they're all about, they heard the dramatic intro and they're like, we're going to make this as dramatic as possible. We're going to throw game 1 and 2. We're going to pick their home maps, beat them on them, and reverse sweep it for the most epic finish ever. That's what they're thinking.
In terms of if you lose game 1, I think this is actually the correct approach. But it's also, the other direction is a confidence thing mostly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the best thing for confidence sometimes is winning. And if you have a home map and a good strat, just get that damn win in, then play them on this map.
Yeah.
And a lame from
Well,
Singularity attempt. He could get that front bore. I think at this point you take it. I hope he knows about the extra damage. I assume he does. Solana's in the back.
Yeah,
They could also re. He sees it. And the sheep. He missed the sheep. He's going for it. 100%.
no way.
Oh, yes. And the Ville's going out. Now,
It's going to be idle whatever happens.
a mistake you often see is teams re right now. Let the scout get his
Yeah.
chance. You have 2 minutes right now to stop
Wait till the
this
last
thing.
possible second, yeah. It's a lot easier with an eagle as well, I think. So this
I
could be
think-
fine.
It's going to be successful. We're going to see the re. Although, if he gets those 2 sheep, he doesn't even know where the base is.
He's doing a good job tracking it though.
You know what? Watch Solano grab that boar. Oh,
Yeah,
wouldn't,
take the
wouldn't
sheep
that
and
be
grab the
funny?
boar.
He's like, wait, what? Guys, we're not reading. I'm
Oh, there he
taking
goes.
his. Oh my gosh. He knows.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, this is funny. The Eagle's healing up. The Ville's idle.
Oh, he stuck a villain there as well, yeah. Whoops.
And now,
Which team is gonna read?
do you read if your Blade's Angels here?
You might. Could be. It's a game of chicken right now. We've 20 seconds, is it?
Did he see the sheep stolen?
I don't think so.
And
He got 2
Solano
hits in.
somehow only got hit once.
Yeah, I know, that was impressive. He did get the second hit in, though.
Yes.
For the board, that is.
So no recalled. Both players just steal each other's bacon.
Yeah.
Solana got the better
Solana coming
end
out
of
better
that.
at that, to be honest.
Yep, he got the better end.
It might disrupt his uptime a small bit, but I think long term is fine.
And Singularity actually hasn't found any of his sheep. So
Oh, re?
oh, you can't re. Hold on.
It's too late.
Do not quit the
probably.
game, guys.
Okay.
All right, just letting you know. I had to pop in there.
That
We've seen teams quit here past the point of re.
Yeah.
I didn't want to pop in like that, but we've seen. I do not want the finals ended with the player resigning right now.
Oh, you'll have to share your screen there again.
Oh, I left the Discord. That's right.
That was that was quick by you. Well done.
Yeah. That's why I always say pause. Maybe he wasn't sure that it's within. He's in big trouble, honestly. If he doesn't find those sheep that he is assuming they all got stolen, it looks like. Now, when he builds the ranges, he may discover them, but it depends on what HQ ends up doing here. I think HQ goes with the get some, but we'll see.
This is gonna be mentally disturbing as well for them, I think, not being able to call a re there.
Yeah,
I think they got the timings mixed up.
Dev has a good point. They have a llama.
He has nothing under his TC.
Oh, this is brutal.
He hasn't found a secondary sheep either. Oh my god.
You need a mill. No second building.
How much food does he have?
Can he not click?
No.
He can't click up. Oh, this is a disaster. I would have read, honestly, when you hadn't found any sheep and you saw him walk by with 2.
Yeah, what it is just he thought he had more time to re. I don't think he knew the exact time, which sucks. It's unfortunate.
This is why I just wanted them to get a win under their belt, man. Because now it's... I don't know.
Of all players, it could be happening to too.
He's taking the mill. He's going to, like, push more deer. Maybe he'll get a double whammy, some deer and some sheep. Much needed sheep. He's going to love seeing that. But
Don't worry,
Solana...
we're going to see FC Eagles now. It's fine. The game plan changes.
Carl needs to have a big game against to get some.
Yeah. You can only say it's deserved. He did start the laming fest. Oh,
Yeah.
it's rough.
That's
He's
the
gonna have
other...
to weather a storm. It's Dravidians as well. The 200 extra wood, they're going to be extra aggressive.
Yeah, Dravidians against Tatars. I mean, I guess the one good thing, at least it wasn't Tatars that lost all those sheep.
Yeah.
And look at this. They're going to get a Vil. Oh, no, that's Solana and Etwin. Never mind. Teal hasn't clicked
Teal
yet.
hasn't clicked yet
It's
either.
FC. It's FC.
Oh, well, yeah, that was... Yeah.
This is full FC at this point.
I hope it's FC Eagles. I'll laugh at it if it is.
I think it is. Like, you're just going to wall up? No, not FC. Well, what is it? Just can't click. Is that what it is? He literally... But he's on gold for so long.
No, I think the plan changed to FC now. He had the food at one point, but he queued Vils. He just changed the plan.
Yeah, I think it's FC. The farms will probably start coming down, but your pocket is going to get full
Even
hit.
if he has to mark it up, forget the farms. Like for Eagles, he's not going to need as much food eco anyway. It's fine.
And look,
Well,
HQ,
it's not fine, but it's the best he can do.
HQ running straight at the pocket. This is falling apart for Blades Angels.
Yeah.
The Vil lead is only because one player has not clicked from Dark Age. Is it just going to be straight Eagles?
I think so.
You can't catch up on archers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is full FC, but Stomp may just... If they've identified...
Yes,
they have. He's not up. They know.
Solana's going straight to the pocket now. So, as development said, Etwin needs to wall in a hurry. He needs to tower his gold wall, does whatever he needs to do here.
Yeah, Dev's saying every player on Blades Angels needs to know. No going out. Play defensive as hell.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And the
Every
walls
man
are
for
not
themselves at this
up.
point.
They're going straight at him. I think he's in so much trouble right now.
Where that gold in the woodline is, he needs to just slam a tower down. And he's losing scouts. That's going to be rough.
This, I think, is not going to end well for Blades Angels.
It's slow for FC Eagles, but he also wasn't planning on going FC, so it's going to be... I think he just needs to... It's complete winging it.
The pocket's going to be full idled. I don't think Eagles can salvage anything here. Stomp has fully identified the situation. And not only that, Carl's even in trouble at home.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the numbers to match. This is bad for all players right now. It could just be a quick GG.
I think of the short one, yeah. Look, he's off everything. All players are Titanicing, unfortunately. He's Vil fighting archers. That's never ideal.
No, it's not. Market coming down. Now, what's the damage like on Get Some? This is the only thing sort of good for them, but
Yeah, it's not enough. I hate to be a pessimist in these kind of games, but it's looking rough.
it really is. There's probably no armor in knowing his eco. I think it's enough scouts. Maybe even have the spears. Oh, he's gonna clear it. Never mind.
Nice pick by Edwin.
Yeah, that was needed. Now, HQ is on to Carl, who already has been in trouble, and he has no military at home. Oh man, those scouts are gonna get in. No spears. Maybe you ask for Edwin spears here. And he is up.
Doesn't make much of a difference. Those archers hanging around.
There's a pause. I mean, they haven't been obliterated. It's not been good, but they haven't been like GG'd, and the FC is coming in.
The main thing is here is just a huge amount of idle time. How much damage can Eagles do? I think HQ should have realized that he only needs to make like what 3 or 4 scouts and followed him up, and that would stop the Eagle play entirely.
Yeah, and I agree. Chat's pointed out, Dev pointed out, Hydor, when you're in this defensive position, towers, walls, armies at home, like everything you do that you can do, you need to in this position.
Even if you look at Carl's base there, he has a very nice spot for a tower. There's the gold, wood, and berries there. He can like protect 2 resources with 1 tower, I think, and just make it easier on himself.
Yeah, and something you can kind of do with archers, you can defend 1v2 with TCs, walls, towers. Like here, they can't really damage him with no upgrades on these scouts. They have the Magyar free attack. The scouts are going to come clear this because Getsum is actually in big trouble right now.
Yeah, Carl's actually doing a great job on his base, doing way more damage than he should have gotten.
Yeah. He's lost 6 vills. He's killed 5. Did he just
great
kill?
job.
I guess he killed another one of Carl's through the wall. Must have been a weak one. Gonna kill more. Needs to kill more. Needs everything he can get. Kill as many as you can. This army's gonna die.
Yeah, but he's done the damage. He's doing amazing there.
Yeah,
With some micro, he can take out 4 or 5 vills with him, or archers.
I'm very curious to see what these Eagles end up doing. It's gonna be a power spike. Blades Angels are not dead here. They're actually not dead at all.
I think HQ made a bit of a mistake. He needed to follow if he realizes the Inca player is going fast up, he needs to follow him. Knights saves you here.
And he's kiting this army
Eagles
away.
As well. They're going to be discounted.
Dude, Carl has some sick micro for having less here. He's going to get clean now, but he's doing as much as he possibly can. He gets another archer.
Yeah.
He gets another archer?
The other weak one? Oh.
Wow.
Nice fight. Great value.
Is that open in teal space?
Don't think so.
It's open now. And here comes the Eagle party. Did Singularity sell stone? He did.
Who do you hit first as Singularity here? I think you go for the pocket.
Oh my, look at this.
Stonewalled his base.
Wow, I don't hate it.
You know what it is? You know what it might be? It might be just like a fast imp kind of one TC play from the Vikings player.
He knows it's Eagles. And they've identified
I think
it.
Singularity either way should have went straight to the pocket.
Yeah, and I think he will. He's not going to get in here. You go to the pocket.
No. That must be demoralizing to see, though.
Dude, this disaster start, this is actually a game.
Yeah, and Carl is... Carl deserves... If they go on to win this, Carl gets that MVP medal. Whatever happens. Man's kept a cool head, and it's just returning tenfold.
They need some scouting on the pocket badly. The problem is they don't have range to help get in, unless... Oh, Carl could go to the pocket too.
With upgrades, Eagles
Carl
can shred.
Is destroying right now. He needs to get to his boys though, because these scouts are hot on his tail. They have all the upgrades. He's gonna lose this army, I think. Yeah, here's the jump. That's too bad. If they could have linked up, I think it's different. But in the middle of it, HQ stone walls. Is he gonna keep it out? I think he will. That's why they really needed some range units with them.
Even if you don't get in, just take out those production buildings, I think.
True. And he has to repair, he has to idle, he has to stonewall.
Yeah, Artson's coming in. This is it. And this is the way you play this.
And there's going to be a lot more Eagles flooding in. Eagles to help Solana. You need the
I don't know if
Archer
that's
player
the play.
linked
I think
up.
your mass. No, I think you just need your mass at yellow's causing problems.
Yeah, Yellow's going to start making knights. He's getting light cav. Carl is up. The knights cannot fight the numbers at the moment. With the light cav, though.
No. Is
What
like
an
Cav
interest-
coming in? Yeah, it is.
What an interesting game.
Oh, he turns and takes that fight straight away. I don't think you can take that fight versus Eagles.
Yeah, especially with the hill. I guess Carl doesn't mind losing archers if he goes CA anyways. Well, that's true. Carl probably didn't care about throwing those out. He went for the final damage he could have got. I still wish they would have coordinated and just linked up at the pocket with those 3 armies. Would have been nasty. Gather all the
What
Eagles.
kind of position is that when is he on his double stable as he recovered?
Yeah, it's double stable.
It's coming up.
He did not sell stone. Carl did sell stone, I think. Or he used it. Yeah, he sold stone. So everyone but the pocket sold stone here. Get
Oh,
some.
did they take out a stable there? From yellow. I think they knocked down a stable.
Oh, they did, didn't they? Or was that a stable?
Yeah. I think it was.
I don't know what it was.
Oh, he deleted it.
Oh.
Okay.
Solana is over here. That's surprising. Maybe he doesn't want to fight Eagles. But he's got enough to fight the Eagles now at home.
Yeah.
And if this gets wiped, okay, the Eagles power spike is kind of over. I don't think they took advantage of it well enough. Like, why not link with your archers? Would have been huge.
I'm a little worried what the Vikings player is up to. 34 army on the field.
Yeah, the
Might
GG
not
is
be too far from
called.
him.
Stomp are gonna win the finals. I still think this army right here, it didn't need to actually shoot and reveal itself. It just needed to link up. And then they would get into HQ and it might be a different game, but not gonna take anything away from Stomp. The 3-0 curse continues of the Slapdown 3v3 tournaments.
Unlucky. Stomp staying true to their name though. Stomping their way through their rivals.
Yeah, Dev says still feels like an early GG. I don't like that Blades Angels didn't get their win in. If they had a strat planned on Hill Fort, just get your damn win. Like, they've been a great team this tournament. It's a little frustrating to see them pick the 2 enemy home maps. I know they had to win them anyways, but
Yeah. Just refresh yourselves, get your win in on your comfort zone, and then come back to it. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, and the lame, it's always a gamble laming. Taking his
Not
boar
bad.
ended up making Solana go forward and stealing sheep right next to his own boar and his boar. He found his sheep late. It turned into an FC kind of like salvaged build where who knows how this would have played out had that not happened, because it seemed like Carl had the upper hand by a lot on the get some. Like, obviously he got wiped at the end.
Carol did great in that game.
And that's what I want to say. Stomp did well. They were always working together, always wiping armies. Blades Angels kind of like losing archers by themselves in different places than the Eagles by themselves. I know this game was a mess, and it was a YOLO Eagle play that was never planned.
Yeah.
But, wow.
Now the big question, do we have a translator?
They speak English. So
Oh, yeah.
we can hop in. Let me pay the points out and get the MVP in really quick. Predictions. Most people bet on Stomp for this game, and Stomp won. Okay, I'm gonna do an MVP poll.
I think we just give it to Solana for that amazing lane to cripple the game.
Yeah,
God.
seriously. And we kind of knew he was going to do it. He's like, you stole mine, I'm taking yours. Niaz,
Yeah,
thank
came
you
off
for the
way better.
sub. If you're listening right now, very well played. Okay, HQSU, Solana, or they get some. And it seemed like Stomp always had armies in good places. Like even Solana at the end was at the base of Carl.
Yeah, they got some amazing surrounds in each 3 games, just cleaning army after army. Just, I think it's great communication.
Yeah, it felt like there was a chance that game, as bad as it started. Just stonewalls even from Solana. Counter lame, stonewalled at home preemptively, knowing the Eagles were coming. And then
Huge. Yeah.
Pocket kept it out, HQ, and then the Eagles being wiped. That was all she wrote, really. Like maybe they play on and have a chance, but definitely brutal.
It's tough. Yeah.
Your little power play is negated by some knights. They needed to get into HQ sooner.
I can imagine poor Singularity's reaction when he sees the big line of Stonewall. He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, seriously, because Eagles can get in if it's enough flood and they overwhelm. But let's get into the interview. We're going to go to Stomp.
J'aurais pas le MVP.
Non, mais dans tout cas, il y avait déjà 3 votes pour moi.
What is up, guys?
Hey, man.
Congratulations. You guys are the Winter Crown Slapdown champions. How does it feel?
Freaking good,
Feels
man.
good.
And you guys
Oh,
really
man.
played well today in all the games, the strategies, the drafts, all phases, army movement, teamwork.
Not me, though. Definitely not me.
You played
You did
well
some
enough.
good move.
Well, I guess I was more of the strategist.
Yeah, I was worried for you guys in game 1, especially when you lost your army at their base, but then they lost their army right after in your base. Carl was on his way to Imp. Let's talk about that game a little bit. The strat you guys had. You gave them Kumans.
Mhm.
And was that part of the plan? I feel like it was.
We are not afraid of these save rights.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Like, we know we won't play it ourselves, and we're not scared to play against, so we just don't ban them, and we know that they're gonna waste a pick on it. I mean, by waste, I mean, we think it's a waste. So,
Like they took damage on feudal because of this as well, so
yeah.
it's worth it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. If you guys remember, or no, you guys weren't around for Spring Slapdown. I'm a big fan of the 2 archers at home defensively, Kuman Booms, but you wall. You absolutely wall. And they didn't where you guys got in. The other side was walled. I think if they don't take that damage, who knows? But you got 5 bills on Singularity. That was massive.
It was close. They were almost full wall. Like we were a bit lucky on this.
Yeah. So that was great play. And then HQ, I think when you guys lost your armies, great recognition going forward with your knights, raiding, pressuring, slowing down their push to your base.
We did deny a bit their backline eco as well, with stonewall, houses, raiding.
Yeah, the Korean player and the human player had a bit of trouble expanding past that, so I think it was worth it in the long run.
Yeah, I
It
love
was
that
really nice.
Stonewall.
And I love the stone walls up the night, like so you had full vision of whether they're trading as well. That was beautiful. Well done.
Yep. And then I don't know. I thought you guys were gonna die when they showed up. They got pinned in. TC shooting them. One of them's on his way to Imp. They could not kite and shoot the camels. It was just a slaughter. It felt like the game was over once you guys wiped that army. The Kuman power spike, everything was just done.
It was probably a like very close at this point because if they did wait the Imperial timing and the Cuman getting his power spike, they could have waited like 1 or 2 minutes and it would have been a
for sure.
whole different story for us.
Right.
Yeah. But I feel like they were desperate for our damage because we did a lot of damage to them early on. And then we got cleaned, but after doing so much damage into their eco. But I feel like they were
They felt forced.
super starving. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I think they should have banged on your production buildings, but that's all hindsight.
they did,
Um,
they did destroy both.
yeah,
They
Oh,
did, but
no, no, I
they just
deleted.
went in a little too deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't think you guys had what you had after your armies were wiped too. That could be part of it. We have God view, so we're like, they probably shouldn't be doing this, but
Yeah,
think
and
that
Solana got some impressive numbers of expos out. Jesus.
yeah, but we knew that if we clean them on their counter attack, we would win the game. That was like
Yeah.
we knew that, so we were pretty comfortable just massing. Like even waiting for them to dive, we just waited. I don't know if you noticed, but we just waited on the dove, and then we picked the fight.
yeah.
Yeah, and that showed even in game 2 as well, where a similar occurrence happened. You were very patient in waiting for them to make a mistake.
Yeah, Carl was at Solana's base? Went in, got wiped. You jumped him HQ and Solana. You guys both, or Niaz. Cleared his army, and then like Saracen bonus with your flanks. Carl just got eaten alive after that, and that was kind of game over once that army was wiped. So it's like those two big plays, game 1 and 2, decided it. I think just capitalizing on their overextensions or armies being out of position.
Also, I wanted to know, what do you think about the Gojara pick against humans?
Loved it.
I love it. It looked, you guys won. It worked.
I was advocating it for it day one.
You made camels on the way up and already had good numbers. That's a very
Yeah.
unique thing that I think only you have done.
I feel like the humans will need so much time to mass up the knights just to match with the camels, when he arrives
Do you
to
think
Castle Edge.
do you think making camels in Feudal Age is worth it then?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's
I
it's a
love
bit
the
of
pick, but I never saw people making the camels like in feudal preemptively.
well, I feel like it's a bit like when you have the matchup between one guy going FC crossbows and the other going fast feudal archers. Like the crossbow guy will have much less number, right? Arriving to
Yeah.
Castle Age. So it's a bit like the same situation. I have more camels and he has more eco, more things, but then he needs to match my number.
Yeah, you need to negate just the boom. Got it. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Great strats, great drafts, teamwork. How about game 3? Apparently they didn't know when you could they tried to pull one. I actually popped in their chat and told them, don't quit the game, don't quit the game.
We had this issue as well. Like we faced a team where we wanted to re after 4 minutes and they didn't want it.
Yeah, because there's no resell out after 4.
Yeah, and
Unfortunately, uh-huh.
they lamed us. So like you're gonna after 4 minutes and after laming? No.
Yeah.
They more than paid for it.
It's the risk of laming. He got the boar, but as Solana ran to chase it down, he didn't get it, but he got his boar and 2 of his sheep, and he hadn't scouted any of that yet, so he had no food to go up. It like really screwed him over what ended up happening. That's why he
That's why he went FC.
Yeah, it was never the plan. And it's why I tell these teams when a boar runs off, you don't just call right there. You wait 4 minutes to see what happened. Did that go through your guys' mind?
Yes, it did.
Yep.
Killian and I were literally watching at the timer while Eisen was laming back, so we could pause for him.
Yeah,
if it goes wrong.
That's the way to do it. You don't just call instantly because the boar runs off. You guys played it right. You never know what could happen. Carl says, well played in chat. Well played to Blades Angels too, if you guys are listening. You guys still got second. Amazing run. And
Zip it so well, man.
And Stomp,
I'm washed up, but it destroyed me.
Yet, did you guys feel like you had some unfinished business in this tournament after how last one ended?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You guys were hungry. I know you lost in the quarters. Last one, you got to face the same team in the quarters. Beat them this time. Won in the semis, and now here we are, a 3-0 final.
Yeah.
But we were a bit surprised to not play their home maps. They played only our
Yeah, were you surprised?
top maps.
We were, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Why?
a very ballsy decision. I loved it though.
I'm gonna be honest, I hated it because I'm under the impression like when you're down, you need a win more than anything. You need to get something
Yeah.
going, some momentum, some confidence. And I heard they had a very good strategy planned on at least one of those maps. So run that strategy in game 2 or 3, get your win, and then try to steal a win from you guys on like acclivity or lowland. But you need a win. It's very important in any sports or competitions. Getting that win under your belt, like that's the start of coming back. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like last game, you could
Okay.
understand it. You know, you're like, all right, we lost 2 already. It's match points. We're gonna have to play the map anyways. So let's just play it now on reverse sweep.
yeah,
You know?
I still don't like it. I guess if they win it, then they have 2 home maps. So then it feels really good. If they took this game here, and I guess if the lame's successful, he'd be quite a bit ahead. Obviously, you guys would probably
Yeah.
But here we are, and I will message you guys about the prize pool and how you want to split it. You can figure it out. I assume you're splitting it 3 ways with your main 3 that played most of the tournament, or
Yeah.
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 Cool. Well, it's been great. There's going to be more tournaments to come. I'm sure there will be more Stomp to come.
Definitely. That's for
And-
sure.
And the 3-0s of the finals continues. It's a trend. I don't know what it is. I don't think you guys were above and beyond that team. I think you just made great plays to win
I
these
think
games.
we prepare so much. Like not play. I'm not playing, but I'm preparing so much mentally and strategically.
Yeah, but if they played their maps, it wouldn't be a 3-0, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Speaking of those maps, were you guys ready for? Did you have anything planned for Hillfort and Expanse?
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
We did have some things.
We didn't even know which civ to pick on it.
Wow. You guys had a bunch of like Arabia meta type civs, it seemed like.
I still had my Bengalis, but we were missing. We had 2 camel sieves that we enjoyed. We wanted camel sieves for this map, so I guess we still had that prepared. We were just missing Vietnamese for expense.
Now that it's over, Sean, and you had some insider knowledge, was it going to be like a Malay elephant push, or what did you know that they were going to do?
Yeah, some similar to the Japanese plan, but with Malay was meant to be the keystone of it. I'm sure.
And a fish
Maybe
boom?
unique unit?
Yeah,
Double castle
Really?
into a unique unit.
it would have been.
Spam.
I'm assuming it was Burmese. Would have been the one protecting the fish boom.
Carl with
oh
his
yeah,
Burmese.
with FCUU, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have loved to see it, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
excited for it.
curious to. I'm
Yeah.
a bit
Same.
sad.
Same.
Right.
Well, I'd rather win 3-0 and not lose that on that map. I
Yeah,
won't
'cause-
know. It's fine.
Because who knows, like, if they win that map and now they play you on
Yeah.
acclivity, could have been a completely different game. The lame, all of it. Well, it would have been a completely different game. So, it's hard to
I
know.
already played bad enough, so
I don't think you played that badly, to be honest. I think
Yeah.
you're underselling yourself a little.
I played so bad, man. Like for real. I was
Might
not
have been the
wall-
feeling, but you were up against a better player on flank on one of the occasions, which you even
Well,
hit the pocket that game as well and caused them other problems. I think you did more than okay.
Yeah, that's the purpose. I know that I'm not gonna like kill my opponent, so I'd rather go to the pocket and sacrifice myself a bit to put my pocket ahead, rather
and it
than
seemed to work,
me
so
being
well done.
ahead. But yeah, it's pretty rough. My warning, everything, micro, everything, terrible.
Yeah. Something to also throw out there. We're in the middle of an ad, but it is what it is. HQSU, you're also going to win the individual season competition. There's no way anyone's going to catch you. So congratulations on that. I haven't added all the points and everything yet, but I already know there's no way anyone's going to beat the amount of points you have. The MVPs, the Eco KD, all the last 2 tournaments combined, your success. I think Get Some, you might even have a shot at 3rd or 2nd. We'll see. But I know HQ, you're going to win that.
I'm telling you, next tournament, we're cutting off his legs or something.
Yeah.
That's deserved, man. Guy is a beast.
Right. And I wanted to make a hype trailer and stuff for this. I didn't have the time. It would have been nice, but maybe I'll make something after. We'll see. Depending on how much time I have. Little recap, highlight something of your guys' journey this tournament.
Nice. I want to watch that.
Yeah, but anyways.
Oh, a montage to my success. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, right. I wanted to kind of start doing them for the winners of the tournaments. Just something extra, prestige and all that. But anyways, congratulations. I'm sure this feels good. You guys earned it. You worked your butts off, and it showed. The teams that practice the most are the ones that make it here, and the Final 4 teams definitely worked their butts off. Blades Angels too. I know it didn't go their way today, but they had cool strats, and they were really liking the tournament. So congratulations, guys. I'm going to hop back up to the casting booth and wrap this up. Or we're going to hop back up.
Well, before you go,
yeah,
Spencer, I really wanted to thank you for this tournament because it's insane. Like, we're not pro, we're just randoms, you know, randos playing ladder, and it feels good to be able to compete in something.
Well, you're very welcome, and you guys have been a lot of fun to watch.
I'm sure everybody enjoyed it, like the tournament, I mean. So,
yeah, and all the teams, and you guys in chat, it's been great. There's something special about these tournaments. It's not even about the money, honestly. I think a lot of people play just because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, just to compete, man. Like, that's the only opportunity people like us have to compete, so it's super enjoyable.
Right. And Niaz, Killian, Get Some, you guys got anything else you want to add before we wrap it up? This last moment in the spotlight on this stream.
Not me. I'm fine.
Well, Neo's English is not very good, but I think I can speak for both to say the same as Get Some. We really enjoy the tournament and how you are leading it. The casting is quite good as well, like swapping people. Always like positive mindset, really appreciate it. Never like finger pointing players. Everyone is like you are never mocking at someone or anything. Like always.
Except that Hydra guy, he's an asshole.
Love the
I had to get that in there.
Well, thank you very much. I try my best to be as not biased as possible. I don't ever really try to pull for teams, even though I predict who I think will win. I always won a game 5. I wanted this to go on. I didn't want you guys to like lose or nothing. I'm happy with the outcome, but I always pull for more games. And yeah, I'm trying to get better at the casting and the production. I think it has gotten a lot better. And we try to stay really positive with how we call these games. I know we're hard on people sometimes in certain situations. Don't try to be, but it happens. But thank you.
We can see that you are improving at casting over tournaments. We can see that you are listening at people feedbacks, and that's really appreciated.
And you've given a lot of good feedback, HQ. But anyways, I think that's a good spot to end it on. Once again, congrats, guys. You are champions. You have that forever now. No one can take it. And looking forward to seeing you guys again in future Slapdowns.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Wish you the best.
All right. They're happy. Winning feels quite good. Oh, looks like, do we want to do a loser or a second place interview? That's what I'll call it. If
Ask them. I'd say.
you, Blades Angels, let me put it in chat. We do second place interviews. I'm not a fan of losers interviews, but second place is a big deal.
Yeah, second place is alright.
You won a large chunk of prize pool still.
I still think it's worth asking because you never know after taking a loss can be a bit rough. It depends on the
Yeah.
person though.
If they want it, we will. I know the last 2 tournaments we have done it, and they said yes. So Carl's not in there at the moment. Maybe we'll give him a sec, or it may just be Singularity and Etwin.
I will have to run there though. Thanks for everything, and to further on what the Get Some says, well done. The work you put in was amazing, and everyone enjoyed it, I'm sure.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you for your nice words and casting, and also congrats on your 3rd place finish. So I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Take care.
Okay. You too. How's it going, guys?
Doing good, you?
Pretty good. I know that was rough, how those games ended up going. Just a lot of things going wrong. Was not your guys' day, but you're still 2nd place. That's a big deal. You still get prize money. You finished better than 26 other teams. I still want to say congratulations on being 2nd.
Thank you.
It was an amazing tournament, although I was part of it quite short.
Yeah, you showed up at the end, but you, Blades, some big shoes to fill, and you maybe even played better than him. Not having as much practice on these maps. Definitely one of the stars, even though you only had a few games at the end, or matches.
Yeah, it's rough when you don't have the games played, right? For example, this was the very first time I played Acclivity.
Okay.
I
That's
think we kind of messed up on the bans. We should have probably banned one open map at least after they picked Acclivity.
Yeah, and after how it went against Raiding Party, they sort of exposed some weaknesses,
Yeah,
I
like-
think.
Yeah, but I thought maybe when I'm on the flank we can fix it, but I don't think we did.
I think
I
it's
don't think we're in general super good on open maps. I don't think it fits in Carl's playstyle. It doesn't really fit in my playstyle, and doesn't fit in Edwin's playstyle either, I think, so.
I
We
think
should
it's
have probably just banned it.
I agree. I think it's tough when you guys didn't get 5 weeks of Swiss stage together to like really
Yeah.
practice and learn those maps. And you even made an adjustment where Etwin's now on pocket last minute. You didn't have like 5 weeks of
Yeah, we
almost
don't have
practice.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't know. Like, I don't know Edwin that well yet, right? I just came in. And you can prepare strats, but I mean, it's last minute. Like, I didn't play the maps necessarily, so I can come up with strats, but it's still difficult to see how well they work, for example.
Yeah, and you
And
guys
how well the chemistry is, basically.
You guys had some of my favorite strats this tournament, by the way. Even Blade, your team was by far the most unique with the strategy. I'm kind of bummed we didn't see your home maps today, because I heard you had something kind of special planned on them.
Yeah, we did. I thought a lot about Hillfort and Expanse as well.
So
But
I
I
got
mean, it felt like it doesn't matter if we play those maps. I mean, sure, we can come back to 2, but this map, we still have to play it anyway. And I'm not really the type of guy that feels like, oh, I feel bad or whatever after losing 2. I don't mind.
Okay.
And I don't know how the others feel, but I mean, Carl also said let's do Acclivity, so I felt like he didn't mind either. I don't know about Edwin.
I would have loved to play 4 games just in general, but I was fine with just doing it this way and, try for the best.
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
know.
I think we had a good chance to win this map, but for me, everything went wrong, right? I
Yeah.
tried to scout my back deer. I missed it by 1 or 2 tiles, probably. Then I had to go for like center deer that were super far, and I just didn't have food to click up. I was missing 50 food, but I cannot generate it magically, so then I have to FC, then Edwin gets hurt. Like from there, it went all bad. I mean, on a good day, I would have probably stopped that counter lane, because I saw it, but I saw it 1 second late. If I see it in time, I gate that wood line, for example, closed, or I house wall the boar, something like that. Like house the boar so it stops running, something like that. I could have done there, but I just saw it a split second too late.
It was unfortunate too because your sheep were right next to that boar, so he came to counterlane you.
Exactly.
Got 2 of your sheep. There was 2 in the front that you barely missed. You even barely missed one of his sheep on the way there. It's like everything that could have gone wrong
Yeah,
went
everything went
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I felt like I had to do something with Incas because Vikings are just better at meta archer play, right? So
and I know you were late to this tournament. Did you know the re-rules? How late you can call re?
I read it, but I thought it was 5 minutes before. I don't know. I just
We thought
hoped I would be
maybe
in time.
we thought maybe you were gonna call one before 4 minutes because of how that went. Did you see him walking off with your sheep? I couldn't tell if you knew he got yours or not.
I saw it too late to stop it.
That's why I thought maybe you'd call it at 4, but obviously you thought you had it till 5, so you waited, and then like that's just another thing on top of what went wrong, going wrong
Yeah,
along
it was
with it.
like everything that game. Like I said, even if I scout those back deer in time, because I scouted my back actually, but I missed it by 1 thou, I think, or 2 thous.
Yeah.
If I just saw those in time, I can still fast feudal. I would have been fine. But now it went complete Titanic. Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah, kind of
I
the story.
missed all my res.
The story of the set, like you guys even game 1 wiped their army, go forward. Carl's on his way to imp. I thought you guys were going to win the game right there. The army goes in, gets cornered, gets cleaned. The foot archers just aren't good when they can't like move and shoot in that situation, and it's just like one thing went wrong after
that
another.
was also unfortunate, yeah. Because we were ahead at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you guys were in the driving
But yeah,
seat.
that was super painful fight, and then from there it snowballed. But my start there was also super Titanic. I even thought about restarting there. My game froze the first like 10 seconds.
Oh gosh.
So I had idle time because of that. But I felt like, okay, 10 seconds is not the end of the world. So I kept playing, but I mean, just in general, I felt like today we underperformed heavily.
Yeah,
just not having a good day, basically.
I think they were spot on and had an amazing day, and you guys underperformed and just had a bad day, and that kind of translates to a 3-0 when everything's going wrong for one team and right for the other.
Yeah, I felt good today actually, but I'm not the one that needs to carry, so.
Yeah, I thought you did really well for being thrown in the pocket later, and I think it was the right play because Raiding Party exposed when it's a really strong flank. You're not going to have a good day.
No. Then I just get demolished. But I got a very, very good coaching by my teammates as well, especially Singularity in the last 2 days. That was a lot of fun, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah, and Singularity seems like you can just do it all. You're amazing on flank. Your pocket was super good this tournament. You raid to hell, kind of like HQ, actually. You guys are sort of similar.
Mm.
You raid your opponents to hell and back to win a lot of these games.
Yeah, I like raiding. I think that's what we were missing the first game as well. They tried to raid the whole game, and we didn't.
Right, they set all the tempo, and...
Yeah, we were just reacting most of the game.
I thought game 2 you even played really well. You're trying to save your pocket. You're trying to hurt your guy. You can only do so much.
Yeah, that was a bit impossible to play because the other side was just way too far behind. I think that's the only game I played really well.
Yeah, and Carl was doing well that game. Then he went into Solana's base and he got wiped. He lost like 30 crossbows.
Yeah.
And
So
that
right,
flipped
Singularity. We were wondering what went wrong. I didn't know, but yeah.
That's what I mean.
Another set already, and I told him that he overextends way too often on Arabia. He's the type of guy that runs even behind someone's like base and right into the pocket all alone by himself and gets cleaned.
Yeah,
and his argument is, I need to make something happen. But I think that game he didn't have to make anything happen. He should have played safe, basically.
I agree.
Because I was super far ahead of my guy. I don't know if you tracked that feudal archer group that went in the back of his base.
Of the get some that you got in. Yeah, you were crushing it. You were so far ahead. Did he
I
know
was
that you were
dancing his
crushing
wood
it?
line and stuff like that.
Did he know you were killing it? Like you guys communicated that?
Yeah, but
So
I mean,
I,
quite a
I
few things went wrong after that, right? I got they didn't tell me that crossbows were coming from the other side, so those killed like 7 vills.
right.
Even though that happened, though, I was still ahead.
Way ahead.
But yeah, but that, I
I'm
mean, it takes a lot of the momentum from me away still.
Yeah, it does. I'm a big fan of the risky play when you're behind and need damage. But he, like you said, you're ahead. He could have just chilled. And then he's never going
Yeah.
to die and lose his TC most likely to Solana. So it just seemed like...
Yeah, other side, if they just didn't die, it was over that game.
I think it goes back...
Impai probably at 100 ARPs or something like that at some point.
Yeah, I think it goes back to chemistry. Like we said, you guys... Him, too, Carl, you guys were both added to this team late. And you didn't get the 5 weeks of Swiss to really figure out how to play together on especially the Arabia-style maps. You guys have still been really strong throughout this tournament near the end. But it showed today the weaknesses, and I think just having extra chemistry. That mistake in the Swiss stage is fine. You learn from it. Okay, we screwed this up. This is what we do next time. But there's no next time once it's the knockouts. That's why it's so hard to win these things.
Yeah, not just chemistry. I think for me, lack of experience on these maps as well. Like I'm a very strategic player, so if I then don't know the maps that well, it hurts me a lot because I'm not fast necessarily. I come up with these like weird strategies that no one comes up with, like the Japanese fish boom. That's typically me, but I just happen to know Hillfort, right?
Yeah.
But I never play Acclivity. I never play this lowland. I never played any of these maps almost. Expanse felt a bit similar to Arena, so that helped me. But I also had never played that before. I think you remember that set where I was melee and I just completely forgot houses because I thought it was something like what's that map called with stone walls?
Fortress.
Fortress, yeah, that's what it looks like with those farm starts, right?
You just assume, oh, I got walls, I got farms, it's Fortress. Let's
I thought
go.
I would probably have houses as well. Then I was house for 40 seconds or something.
Yeah. And I think you guys still won that game. It hurt you.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It hurt a lot, yeah.
But we had Slav's pocket there, I guess, right? Or was it No, it was Slav's.
No, it's...
Yeah. All that being
and we
said,
had a very good fight there on that game early on with like the forward archer and scouts.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, it was very nice.
well, I think you guys were still fan favorites and had a lot of entertaining games. Stomp is up there too. They're another popular team, especially in the French community. But the two teams that met were probably the two most favorite teams to watch this tournament, I would say. People loved Blade's Angels. Chat was saying it's the Bladeless Angels because we don't know what happened to Blade. By the way, do you guys know, or you don't have to say, but...
No, I contacted him, but he's just gone. I don't know what happened. Maybe something in real life or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they can't be good, I would assume. If he's
it's
just
not good, probably.
Well, missing. I hope everything's okay with him.
I asked him, he said he had a slight knee fracture or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, probably something in real life.
I also don't know Blade, right? We Archnoop and I contacted him because we wanted to play in this tournament, but we're noobs, so we needed someone that's good. So that's why we contacted Blade, and Blade got Carl, and Carl got Singularity. So that's how it went. And then Archnoop was even kicked from the team while he even signed me up and did everything. So it's a really funny story, actually, but. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually only knew Blade, and I know Carl because of Blade, because Carl dropped out of another tournament as well, and Blade asked me to replace him.
Oh, Carl dropped out.
No, Blade dropped out of both tournaments, and the other tournament I also played for Blade. Basically, he asked me. That's how I met Carl.
So he knew something was going on that he had to withdraw, busy or who knows.
Yeah, something like that. I don't mind stepping in for him, though.
Well, it sounded like you guys had a lot against you, odds-wise, even the last few weeks. You still got second place. That's something to be proud of. You're still going to get some prize pool money, and it sounds like you had a lot of fun regardless. I know today wasn't your day, but overall, sounds like you guys really enjoyed the tournament.
Yeah, it was my first
definitely.
tournament,
super
and it
fun.
was amazing. And I learned a lot as well, by the way, especially from Carl and Singularity. It was yeah.
I bet. Well, I know it's
Yeah. That
Go.
Japanese game on Hill Fort alone was worth playing for.
That was
That
probably
was
my
so much
favorite
fun.
moment to watch. The flood of the samurai, and I didn't know if it was
Samurai,
gonna work
yeah.
at first. It like surprised us casters. Even it's like, whoa, this is just destroying literally everything.
Yeah, I knew that the people that were watching would enjoy that strategy. Like that's the Masta Pizza strat.
Oh, that was awesome. The fish boom behind it too. No one has made docks on that map. That was a
Yeah.
first.
And
But-
you can actually do this with 3 different civs, but I'll let people figure that out themselves.
Malay,
Yeah,
Japan.
actually, Malay, yeah. Yeah.
I think we're gonna see it today with Malay. Sounds like. But
I mean, yeah, we have Malay now to do it.
Yeah, we on purpose played this Aktivite on Lowland.
Yeah, that didn't work out well.
yeah,
Yeah.
But you live and learn, right? I mean,
Right.
that's the thing. We didn't really.
Yeah, I
We
feel
had
like-
last set to we could have learned from last set, but we obviously thought that with Edwin in pocket, it would be solved. But I just think in general we're kind of underwhelming in open maps.
Hmm.
I
As a
think
team.
if Edwin plays flank, then it's fine. I think the last set he just had a bad day. Because previous sets he has been on flank on these open maps, and we
That
have
could
played
also be
insanely well.
true, yeah.
I
Yeah,
think-
but I feel like the level is higher in these games, and I just get outplayed. But
I think
maybe
Pocket can do
that's not-
more, impact the game more than a flank. So going double flank as a good players, like if the enemy pocket is
I
ahead,
don't
then there's not much you can
completely
do.
agree though. Like what I did to get some in that second game, I think is super like strong.
Yeah.
I don't know
I-
if you tracked it properly, but I was dancing around this wood line, taking out Vil, sniping
That was
archers.
amazing. We saw the whole
Yeah.
thing. That was.
Yeah, I mean,
And then you
although
got
you
out.
will never
Slow
play
down.
like that.
What was the difference between Vils?
Oh,
It's so massive.
it was a lot. It was idle time. He wasn't chopping wood. His army was getting kited. And then when Get Some finally comes, or the pocket, I think the pocket help cleared you, right? Eventually. You still had more
Oh, yeah.
archers, or even archers, and you were up. So you were massively ahead.
Yeah,
Even
pocket cleaned, yeah, and after that I still have way more mass. I had way better eco. I could drop 3 TCs. I had 100
Yeah.
Vils in the end, like fully boomed, and 100 ARPs more or less. I think I was pop capped at some point with ARPs.
and even the damage you
Close to
took
100 ARP.
from Solana, you were still way ahead of your guy. It was like
Yeah,
later
so-
damage.
All
Bad.
all you had to do on the other side is play safe, but I think you guys overextended at some point, and that
Yeah, I
loses
thought
the
we
game.
have to make the do damage, so I moved out and got cleared by archers.
Why do you
and,
think you have to do
light cavalry.
damage when you're
Not for
playing
me. I
2K1
didn't take any
against
damage.
1300 on the other side,
Mm.
right? That doesn't make sense.
It's probably because he's feeling like their pocket's better than our pocket. We need more damage than what we have right now.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think that doesn't matter when there's eventually 100 ARPs in the game.
Yeah.
Like I was so insanely far ahead.
I think it's, like I said, it's the chemistry. When you were pocket, there was probably a little bit more communication on who's going where. I think Etwin still played great today. But it seemed like your guys' coordination was just off today
Yeah, I think so
in
too.
these games. Something just
Oh.
wasn't right. The positions were all playing fine. I think it was just the coordination. They kept punishing and jumping all over the place. Any
Oh yeah,
army
we
out of
were
position.
chasing all the time their armies.
Yeah.
That's all we did.
And I know how that feels. I played Stomp last tournament, and they clapped
Mm.
my team, and we were chasing their armies all over the place.
Nice.
Rip.
Yep. So I know how it feels, but still, it was awesome. Carl, you've been a lot of fun to watch too. Your Arambai masses, your Mamelukes, the crazy strats from Singularity. Etwin, I think you played amazing, especially being the lower tier player. And you guys still got second place, so congratulations. I hope we'll see more of you in future slapdowns. But if there's any last words or anything you guys want to add, I'm going to go back up and wrap it up. So,
Well, just congratulations to Stomp, right? They
Yeah.
played well. We
love
just
to
Yes.
see
played a
that.
bit like we played bad today, I think. I think it could have been a close set, but they played quite a
I
bit better
think,
today, so they deserve to win.
I think Pros and Co. we had a chance to win. We threw that game, and
Mhm.
then the Expanse and Hillport we had insane stretches. So if we win Pros and Go, we have a really good chance to win that set.
I see.
Well, maybe next time. Thanks for the tournament,
Well, for next time,
Spence.
You're welcome. We'll try to keep mixing it up so there's maps that you can come up with crazy strategies because I love watching
Nice.
that
Yeah.
side of it.
That's one of the biggest things I love about this tournament is the maps, I would say.
Yeah,
Like-
maps are really good.
Like the last tournament I played, there, you can't like come up with strategies on these maps. But in this tournament, there's so much you can think about.
The funny thing is, last tournament, Summer Slapdown 2, which was last summer, it was like all Giga aggressive Arabia style maps. And I was like, yeah, we just need all these Giga Chad maps, like the super just aggressive here and that. And it was cool, but it started getting kind of boring. It's like, dude, this is just go up quick, kill, like Arabia, just different
Yeah.
forms of it. And I got kind of bored with it. So me and Bob, the other host, were like, we need more interesting maps where strategy and draft have a much bigger impact than just best Arabia civs go kill. Because
Yeah,
I think one of the mistakes in this tournament was Coastal Forest. I think nobody played that map. Did they?
not really.
Yours, probably.
Ray's team liked it. I think it would have been way better if the positions were actually fixed.
Then,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, that's the biggest
Now
thing.
it makes no sense. Like, you just need hybrid civs, basically. That can
Yeah.
do anything.
It kills all the strategy. It's like, okay, we're just picking
Yeah,
all
super
arounders. Yeah, I'm not a fan of.
Like, if someone gets like a top tier water civ on the flank, then and your water civ is forward, then like, well, what's the point?
Yeah, there were still some really good teams on it. Heffalumps, as they're saying in chat. Hydor. Coastal Forest is amazing. No fixed positions, just cast. So some people like it. I'm not as big of a fan of it. I don't think you guys are
Nah,
either.
I think that's super bad map competitively, right? It makes no sense, honestly. It's super random.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you can't say like, oh, we have this prepared coastal forest strat or whatever. You can't, because your positions are random, so it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, we put it in last tournament and it was played, I think, one time total. So we're like, let's put it back because we didn't see it. And then we forced it, I'm pretty sure, one of the rounds to be played. And then
I know a very good map to replace it.
Okay. Which
Arena.
map? Oh,
Yeah, Arena.
Give me Arena, man.
you know what I'm a fan of? Team Arena.
Hideout.
You're like
Team- yeah,
further
Team-
away. And
Okay.
you're all in the same arena together. So you die together or you live together. Like I don't know if that makes better strategies or worse, but we had it in a 2v2 tournament. I actually really enjoyed it.
I don't mind that. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Right.
But it feels like Arena is at least a better map than like this Coastal Forest.
Yeah, well, we'll take a lot of thought into the next maps. I want to stick to this theme of where there is some Arabia, but also some closed and also just some weird. And maybe some more hybrid maps too, because it seems like there's a lot of guys that like water. I'm not a fan of like islands, but hybrid maps I think are okay.
Yeah, hybrid maps are decent. I think even Islands is a decent map in team game. I don't like it in 1v1, but in team games I think it's alright.
Well, maybe. We'll see. I guess I've never liked it, but from a watching point, I'm sure it's kind of fun.
But if you can slip in Arena, that would be amazing. Then we have a whole map right away.
Yeah. Now, Hydor, if you're listening, you're saying Valley Fort. Valley Fort was amazing. Bring it back. Dude, Valley Fort is like one of my favorite all-time maps, especially from last tournament. It was the best. It was crazy. Completely different starts than any map you'll see. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that map. We may bring it
Is
back.
it like water in the middle and then you're all around it with like walls? Or
Yeah, you all have these palisade walls, the team base. And then there's
Yeah.
these shorefish in the middle, and there's hunt, and you all start with the barracks. I think you even start with farms. And it's just kind of,
For fun.
we were worried that, oh, one team's just going to win the fish and they win. But that's not how it plays out. It has this back and forward push pull. One team's ahead, now the other team's ahead. And it had crazy
Sounds
good
great.
games. Yeah, so
Yeah, it sounds great.
it'll probably be back. I don't want to spoil what maps we're going to go with yet. And that being said, we're going to have a feedback stream next weekend, me and Bob. So we'll listen to all your guys' feedback, maps, what you liked, what you didn't like, to have an idea of what we want to do next. And we'll probably try to cook up some new ideas of our own going forward too.
Yeah, sounds great.
But anyways,
I'll try to tune in.
yeah, definitely. It's going to be summer. We do summer slapdowns and we do winter slapdowns. So twice a year. Anyways.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for organizing.
You're welcome. And thanks for all the feedback, compliments, and everything. Always like to hear that. I'll see you guys later. You had a great run, and I know it wasn't your day today, but still. And also contact me on how you want the prize pool split. I'll let you know how much. And some DMs.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I will
All
see.
right, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll
Thank
see
you.
you guys.
See ya.
All right. Screw Frozen Cove personally. I'm a bigger fan of Team Acropolis. Frozen Cove wasn't like that bad. I thought it had some really good matches. I think today's match was good. Like Blades Angel said, they threw some games, but Stomp also came to play today and played really well. So when one team isn't playing well or making poor decisions and one team is, you get a 3-0. And it sounds like they had amazing strats on the other two maps where it could have been 2-3. So it's not like a full 3-0. It's a 3-0 where they played all of Stomp's whole maps. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to play Chasm or Seize the Mountain the whole tournament. Yeah, Seize the Mountain was actually pretty entertaining. Everyone said how bad that map was. I thought the games were epic on it. Almost every single one. I don't think there was a bad Seize the Mountain game. And there wasn't a lot of Chasm games. But you guys have the power to pick and ban what you want. That plays into why we don't end up seeing some of those maps. Chasm has too much variance on distance. We had a strat for Seize the Mountain. Revolving around Frankie. That's interesting. Was it banned? Because you guys picked your water map. That's right. You picked your water map and then I think they banned Seize the Mountain. I don't blame Stomp for banning Seize the Mountain because I feel like they barely won on it to get to the quarterfinals or whatever part of the bracket where they had a rough game on it. They had to super come back. Sad, I spent a good amount of time fixing Seize the Mountain. Oh, you guys banned it yourselves. That's, oh my gosh. Sean. Well, who knows? I mean, I still feel like the final four teams were all so close. Any of them could have won this tournament. Like you could have mixed and matched any of them today or next week, and any of them could come on top. Stomp obviously prepared and practiced, and they deserve every bit, but I think the competition was so close, especially with the final four, that I wouldn't have been surprised with any of them winning the tournament. When I saw the semis, I was like, gosh, this is like 4 really good teams. I'm going to update the final brackets to make it official. On our winner. Wait, why can't I edit it? What's going on? I think I'm bugged. Oh, here we go. The 3-0 curse continues, man. So last final was like a 3-0, not very close. This final was a 3-0, not very close. The first final was a 3-0, but the 3 games were back and forth very close. and both teams were ahead at different points. So that one felt kind of close. These two, not so much. Congrats to Stomp in the chat. Yes, show matches between Final Fours. Hey, I'm down, and oh, that reminds me. So Heffalumps, or not Heffalumps, Pathfinders lost one of their star players. He had to go on vacation for about a month during this tournament at the start of the knockouts. Feneth. They actually beat Stomp in round 1. The only team that gave them a loss. They want to play Stomp again just for fun. To see maybe, it won't discredit anything that happened here. Obviously Stomp won. But they want to see like, your best 3, our best 3, let's go again. Bo5. It might not even be all the tournament maps. They might, we'll see. But they're going to play again for fun. And I think that's going to be an epic match. And because they've already both agreed on it. So why not? I would love to cast that. We're also going to have some show matches. Hestia and Lilybear are going to play. They got something cooked up. A 1v1. I feel like there was another show match out there. Maybe not. I honestly need to do one with the other Sean, Titanic Lord. Me and him have crazy back and forth 1v1 games. He kicks my butt, I kick his butt. We both can like fully Titanic games we should win. So maybe I'll even do one from my perspective, playing him in 1v1s. We're both like 1500s. We want a Sean versus Lilybear show match. So the other Sean against Lilybear could be interesting. It may be the same treatment Hestia gets, just dying a lot. We'll see. Hydor versus possibly Sean. Yeah, what about that? Possibly Sean being called a Sasquatch by Hydor, his teammate. That's what the people want. I have nothing against it. We'll get some fun stuff in between tournaments to fill the void. I'm even a big fan of 2v2 stuff. 3v3s and 2v2s I love. 1v1s I like. I'm not a fan of any 4v4 matches. I don't think it would be enjoyable to cast at all. It's like 2 individual games happening at the same time in a way. Yeah, there's rotations, but not really my cup of tea. 4v4s are great to play ranked with your buddies or in houses, but I don't think they're very good for casting or tournaments. That's my opinion. Now I want to look at the final prize pool. Oops. What did it come out to? Let me pull it up so we can have an idea of what Stomp is taking home. And I do love that I don't think money is the draw for these tournaments. I think it's a lot of fun. I've played in these. I have loved playing in these tournaments. Clickomancer, thank you for the follow. I will not play in these tournaments again because I burned out to hell and back last tournament and it made me not enjoy it. I almost didn't want to cast another one. It made me just miserable. I was like, this sucks running this. This sucks playing in it. This sucks working and having no time to do anything and getting little amounts of sleep. I literally told Bob, I was like, bro, I don't think I want to cast or do these anymore. Took a break. He's like, just chill and wait. No. This was before this tournament. I loved this. This was great. But I took a break. He's like, just chill. Don't say that yet. Let's see what happens after your break. I came back and it was so refreshing to just run one and not play in it and just enjoy watching you guys and cast it. I did some practice games here and there with some of the teams. There will be more tournaments. Don't worry. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying last year, that was the last time I will play in one and run it because it's just too much. I will not do that again. Even though the first one was fun, the first one had less teams. It was 16. Once it was 24 teams, it was just overwhelming as heck for me to do all the stats plugging in, cast the games. I could only play with my teammates in the evening, which is when I work. So then I'd stay up till like 2 or 3 a.m., which is a lot later than I like to stay up. But here we are. That doesn't matter anymore. That's in the past. It was an amazing event. Well, you have -2 teams for the next one. You know, I don't... -2? What do you mean -2? I think there will actually be more teams. Because it was 16, then 24, then 28. Yeah, VL's probably gone. Oh, they are gone. VL and Fruits and Friends are gone. But there will be more. I hear there's a lot of people that want to get in on the next one that missed this one. 2 teams were not disqualified, but Clan VL just went full MIA after like round 2. They never responded or anything, so I don't want to allow them back. They played the last 2 tournaments and this one. And this one they just kind of dipped out. So not a fan of that. Not going to allow Clan VL back in. Because it's like free wins for those teams that are supposed to have a match to play. It's screwed with the Swiss. All that stuff. Oh yes, I'm getting sidetracked. Prize pool. Let's see. What was the total? Was it 435 or was it 411? What do I need to get a calculator out real quick unless I messed. I may have not added it all to the season page. Let me look at the actual prize pool page with all the money. 484 times. Okay, it's 411 and 4 cents. So my bad, 435. Not trying to be misleading. I know that's only like about a $20 difference. So 411 looks like first place is getting $267.50. Second place getting $144. Now Stomp is dividing it by 3, so they're likely going to get $267. There might be like a $1.50 fee to send it or something, but divide that by 3. They're getting $89 a piece. Maybe it's going to be 86 or 87, but I think that's pretty great. When it's divided among 3, you're each getting about $90. And Blades Angels, they're going to get 144. Let me divide it by 4. That's 36 a piece. If they divide it among 3,